follow is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1. Ladies and gentlemen, roughly 50 days ago, we crowned a world champion. We call her the Dancing Queen of Uno, the Queen of Uno. Her name was Ashley. She beat the foot massage master they called Jesse Turner. After a long offseason of dribbling, rebounding, and shooting deep from three, we're back with a new format. We've never done this before. A reveal show non-Super League related on YouTube. But tonight, it's about to go down. We got some great people in the building. There's a lot of heat about to be checking in store. You ready? Because I'm ready. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the D1 season. We are kicking it off live in prime time with some great people. Joining me on the stage, of course, is Not Short. Got my brother Cody Lamas going to show off those beauties, all those absolute bangers, thumbnails he's going to cook up. He cooked them up great. You guys are going to see him firsthand. Of course, the pole master tonight, subbing in for Charles Sanford, who will be here a little bit later, Caesar. And, of course, the main event. I mean, why would we do a reveal show without Beat Check Hard? I can't wait for this night. It's going to be a banger. Let's start it off with opening ceremonies, though. Let's begin with Not Short. And I want to thank the fans. I want to give a quick shout out to the fans. I want to shout out William Brock, Nick, Cody Smart, Knob, Puzzle Dan, Logan, Tygo, Luke, and of course, one of our commission members is allowed any time to come up here, Brad. Come on up here, Brad. Anytime you want, man. You know that. You know the rules. And of course, those watching on YouTube, Paz, Brian, all those guys watching on YT, thank you so much for the support. We'll start off with Short. Short, we've never done something like this. New bot, new era, crazy reveal show graphics coming on tonight. What are you expecting? Looking forward to?
Yeah, a little bit, Caesar. That's right. Yeah, I'm really thrilled to be getting the show on the road. As I said last night, as I said last night on the D2 show, uh, very
Gotta bring the
excited
heat.
to get this season started. Very thrilled, and especially for D1, this is probably going to be one of the best seasons of it. This is going to be the best season we've had so far in the history of the division. So very excited for that. Excited to reveal these brackets and get the season underway. It feels like after the NBA bubble, we're starting just before Christmas again. It's a quick turnaround, but it's for the better. You got to bring the madness back. And hopefully this is the last time we'll have to do a turnaround like this in like 50 days from Super League final to March round 1.
Yeah, we'll go to Caesar. Caesar, you're going to type that. What are you looking forward to, man? I mean, you've already been hyped enough, but you want to say anything to the YouTube folks at home? Go ahead. I'm not eating the mic this time. Don't worry. Anyway, we'll go to Sean and then Cody. Art, it's your night, man. These reveal shows are centered around you. There's a reason why we call you Heat Check Art. It's for tonight like these, nights like these. What are you expecting for, man? What are you looking forward to?
Oh, I'm expecting a lot of great things. I'm expecting stuff that's fun. Yeah, it's all gonna be great. Okay. With all the bubbly stuff out of the way, let me lay it down straight here. Okay, I know that was just bubbly and all that sort of stuff, but I know everybody's been enjoying a little bit of R and stuff. That ends tonight because now I'm bringing everybody back down to reality.
Dang.
Because tonight, for a lot of you, I'm going to start bringing you nightmares.
Oh.
Because I've had a little bit of built up anger, and I'm going to use it tonight on sad fools that are going to get heat. So you better be ready, because it's going to be a long night.
Lamas, you heard what Art said. Going to be a long. We are so back. We got Heat Check Art in the building. You heard him. It's going to be a long night. What are you looking forward to, man? You did some great jobs in those thumbnails.
Well, I'm looking forward to totally thinking of Uno again. Totally non-sarcastically saying that comment. Had a nice, as Art said, it was a nice R&D. It's nice to not think about this game of Uno for a long time, and hopefully we can come back refreshed as well as the graphics are refreshed.
Yeah, we got a great graphics. We got a lot of great things coming. Caesar, anything you want to start opening words, man? I'm going to do a little things. We're going to go to March Madness release now. For those of you who don't know, of course, we deleted all the old categories, right? As Cody said, fresh slate here, new stuff coming. What we're going to start with here is a couple of new things we pop. We're going to have called class logo graphics and class logo emblems, So we're just going to reveal that to the fans right here. And I'm just going to upload the file as Caesar's probably going ahead and doing his thing. I'm going to go, let's go. See, I'm probably going to regret this because I'm sure it's going to. Oh, I don't know. Probably blow up in my face here with the going 5 at once with how big the files are. I'll give it a shot. Let's see. Veteran. Go. I'll go. There we go. Just go 2 at a time. Not going to take a chance here. All right, so we have. I think we have them in also in emoji form. So we're gonna go class logo graphics. Here we go. And I'm gonna reveal the emojis. Let me just get this out. I'm gonna try to go. Just bang this out right here. Let's see.
Pump them out.
I'm just gonna pump them out. See if we can actually not have a problem with upload file size. I shouldn't have it. I have Nitro, But yeah, as I do this, one of the things we really did want to improve for all you guys, obviously we have the novice class, of course, but we wanted to really give you guys a really enhanced experience. Let's see, this might work. Oh yeah, this is kind of just a 10-pack right here. There you go. That's actually kind of cool. Got the domino effect going with the legends up top. Yeah, really cool. The stars represent your significant of class value. So Short and I wanted to do something special with the emblems. He said, let's do something of class value, and Zach and I came up with it on Tuesday. You'll see the rookies class. These are old rookies, right? These are the rookies of the past. When the new people come in, we'll start implementing them. Veteran class there, you see old vets, current vets. Obviously, Eli not shown, so Carson, who won. It was the new novice guys. There's the novice class. They're all new, other than Carson, who moved up. And then Masters is basically same thing, other than Taga, who won last year. You got Ard, Arya, Lamas, some big names, and then that coveted Legends class, man, the big guns, right? The 4 winningest players of all time. How about that? Sanford, of course, Chapez, myself, and JT, right in a row there. 4 winningest players of all time, out of the class. That's going to be cool. Looking forward to that. Lamas, your thoughts on this, man? Next time when we have the entry, we already shown the entry list. I'm going to scroll up a little bit for you guys. There's the entry list. You want to see that? We'll have those logos next to the actual tournament logo. Your thoughts on that? You liked them pretty well, I would say, for sure.
Yeah, I was persuaded into liking them, kind of, because it wasn't really my say in it. It wasn't my idea for once. And, sometimes you just got to follow the lead and make things work. And we're going to make it work in the next tournament.
Absolutely.
As I was, responsible for.
Oh, absolutely. Create responsibly. That's what we here at MRU. We really believe in creating responsibly, right? Don't be a fool or on the water, for sure. Never do anything on the water. Anyway, regardless though, let's keep it running here tonight. Let's go to the region logos. So, as you know, Ashley won the Super League, as we like to call it, the old SL. She took her olives in Greek and decided to mash them up and make a good old. I don't know. What do you think, Gar? Hummus? What are you thinking? What are we thinking for good theme? What's a good word? It's your night. What do you think?
I don't know how I can describe it. What do you think? What are you looking at me for? I had no idea about it.
Well, I was just want to get you warmed up because you're going to be absolutely on fire. We got some fire extinguishers in the budget as well, just to make sure.
I'm just gonna put something for our guys here in the audience.
Yeah. Go ahead. This is the Gryffindor region, by the way. Oh. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All
I
right.
I
Warren.
ha-
Okay.
I have a little something here ready for the heat checks.
Oh boy. Okay. Flamethrower for the win. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
locked and
Obviously, as locked and loaded. We're locked and loaded. Of course, 16 stream games. We're going to start it off with the Gryffindor region. Of course, we all know the number 1 seed coming in. I mean,
Stand
who
by.
else would it be other than Ashley? I mean, come on now. What happens?
I'm just getting I'm getting it up so y'all can see.
Oh, you get your pepperoni ready?
Yeah.
I think he burnt the pepperoni.
No, I didn't. Shut up. All right.
You,
And you're yes.
all right. Come on now.
Ashley,
Come
there
on.
you go. Continue.
1 seed Ashley. I'm going to read off her stats here. Obviously, Hall of Fame season. Legend class now, 83-56, 16-4 last year. I mean, do I say any more? Regular season champion, Super League world champion, double silver, March Madness, Aquatic April. World champ is back in business, and there's an old saying: to beat the champ, you better know how to beat the champ, right? That's what it's going to be tonight for Ashley. Can she defend that throne come 2025 in BKK as like the land of Bangkok time? We'll find out. And then who's she playing? Well, probably the biggest shock of all time because not many people thought Eric Monaco would be here, but Eric Monaco is going to be the 16th seed. That is the last overall seed. So for Eric Monaco, it was pretty simple. He took care of Aiden Smith, and that was his highlight. He had a really good, solid game against Ghost. I'm going to give that good man credit. He played very well against good old Ghost there. But other than that, yeah, that's all we really had. So now we'll get to the fun stuff, right? We're going to get to the fun stuff. Short did a fantastic job here, which you're going to see with his old thumbnail.
Like
Just going to put this
weird...
up.
It's being weird.
Was that true?
Yeah, that's... Why is it...
There's the magic.
Yeah, there you go. That's weird.
Yeah, it's got the red. That's okay.
Yeah.
You good now?
Yeah, the stream's being funny. Hang on.
Okay.
It's doing this.
I'll still show it in the
Yeah, go
March
ahead.
Madness
Yeah, I don't know why its Discord doesn't like my... It's very weird.
So we're going to have this. We're going to do a little matchup preview. Then you're going to get, of course, I always ping in D1, so we always ping the players. That way, if they know their game, they'll come in and hop in for sure. There's Eric. There we go.
It's still showing my preview.
And then
That's so weird. Okay.
We're going to go to Cody Lamas' beautiful thumbnails here and take care of business with that. Just give me 1 second. And then we'll go to the panel here. Well, while we go to the panel, my thoughts on this game is going to be pretty simple. It's Ashley for crying out. Oh, Caesar's got the poll by Caesar. Go ahead and run that poll, of course. Bang. There we go. Cody, you want to actually explain before we get to any further? You want to explain a little bit of how you made this thumbnail? Beautiful thumbnail, but I got the basketball court. Caesar, go ahead and take care of the business on the old poll. Want to explain Cody to the fans? Go for it.
Really hard to explain, really. It's mostly little details that most of the common eye that won't pay attention to it or notice. So just a lot of, I mean, they may look the same, but it's a lot of cleaning up of little details this year. And if you got a keen eye, you'll probably notice some of the little details. But yeah, new way to find backgrounds also. So hopefully I don't have to spend hours on Google looking for, non-copyrighted images.
Yeah, man, did a great job.
Which we all know the pain for.
Oh god, yes. Yeah, we don't remind us. Anyway, don't remind us. But no, it's gonna be a good game here in terms of what can Eric do. This is just tough draw. I just don't see a world computer. Obviously I have to agree with the CPU. I'm going 4-1 Ash here. This is just too much. We're gonna keep it at a minimum tonight. Caesar's gonna get the poll up. Caesar, you got the poll working? There we go. Yep. So you guys can check the easy poll out. You guys can feel free to leave a comment on who you believe is going to win. Caesar, your thoughts on this game? And while we do that, let's go to my man, Heat Check Guard, on the prediction. Heat Check Guard, what do we got here? We got a Heat Check coming? What do we got?
Not a Heat Check, but I'm nervous about Monaco here because you said he got the worst draw. This is the worst draw. by far, you don't want to be going into your first game of the new season against the reigning and defending Super League winner, Super League champ. And unfortunately, Eric Monaco got the short end of that straw. That is the worst possible scenario. And really, for Monaco, this is the year he's got to step up, because if he really doesn't, I don't see him going far at any point here for D1. I think he might have a long year, and it might not end a good way. But as far as this game goes, unfortunately for Monaco, I don't see this going well. Actually, I don't see it going well at all. Ashley's coming off of the biggest high of her MRE Uno career, and she's gonna keep it going with a sweep.
Okay. Sure. What? So it's not showing what it's supposed to show. Is that what it is?
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I'll work to combat it. I don't know.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, we said we tried it for the first time. At least you can hear us. But yeah, I would say this is going to be an interesting game. Like I said, I guess I'll throw a lot of this. Obviously, you know Ashley very well. I think you, me, and Art probably know her the best in the server. What's your thoughts on her playing Eric? This is an interesting match for sure.
Interesting is to say the least. You know, if Eric shows up, it'll be an interesting one. We've seen crazier things before. But it's, first you got to get the foot in the door, which we know he has trouble seemingly doing.
Yeah, that's another problem. Eric is probably one of the worst guys in this league when it comes to scheduling. Let's see. Maybe he'll improve this year. He said he would, so I trust him to improve. But we'll see. It's yeah, possibly. We'll see though. You never know. It's always a possible. It's always a possibility DQ when it can happen, but a lot of fans here. What we got? Yeah, we're looking at a Ashley route here. Everyone's rooting for her. I'm not really surprised on that one. Shock value 0.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now this next match, and the fans also agree. Tago 4-0, Nick 4-1, Ashley sweeping, says Dan. Logan's going with a crazy 4-3 with Eric. That would be something. Good lord. We'll see how that one goes. And then, of course, Nick says DQ win. It's always got to be a possibility. All right, next matchup. Well, we know will not be a DQ. I highly doubt it'll be a DQ because it's an 8-9. Usually those are some of the best matchups. Of course, this one will be non-streamed, so there's no streamed game for no on this thumbnail. We'll hide that in the back shelf for now. But a really good game coming here. We started off with Kev Shear. Kev Shear had that huge win, moving up to the vets class, of course, against Yoshi last year, but didn't really do much. 4-5 record, 22-31 respectively. Big ups for Kev having a 4-5 season, man. He struggled a lot last year. I'm proud of Kev for having a good season. I'm interested to see what he can do. But he's got a match where a lot of people believe this player specifically could be someone to watch, and it's Andreas Allen. For Allen, a lot of people said in the offseason, I know Cody Smart was probably one of his biggest fans, this could be the guy to watch. I have Allen winning the novice class in the initial podcast I did with Gerard. I'm going to go with the CPU here. I really think it's Allen's season. He's got a very favorable match in Kev. We know Kev doesn't like to use power play. Unless something drastically just goes off the deep end, in my opinion, I think Allen gets the win here. I just don't see a world where Kev's going to hang. I could be wrong, but I'm going Allen. I just don't see it. Let's go to Caesar. What do you think on this game, my friend? What are you thinking? And then we'll go, of course, the heat check. Classic 8-9. You think we're going to get 8-9 fans? What do you think?
Well, 8-9, it always one of the most favorite. But the problem is, these two guys have had, well, one had an interesting season. One has had a interesting off season. in basically season. Mostly for Kev Shear,
Good monkey.
I don't know. He's gonna be one of those players that I'm iffy about. Because I don't really know. I don't really know if he's gonna be up there competing or if he's gonna be just trying to survive any chance he can. Because for Allen, I'm kind of nervous on him. Really, this one, I don't think it's going to go anywhere lower than 7. I think it goes 7, but I'm thinking Allen might pull off the slight victory.
Kev43 says, Nick, now I'm going with the 4-2 with Allen. Caesar saying intangibles, Allen. I'll say this much. I talked to him a little bit. Caesar and I usually talk to him. He's ready to go round 1. This is interesting because if Allen wins this game and Ashley wins, Ashley's never played a split ammo player. That's something to know. I mean, Ashley's never played. That's the last style she hasn't played. So if we do get that match, that'd be interesting. But it's Allen, right? Nick's right. We don't know, right? All I know is he has a lot of job apps he's got to do. So who knows, right? I think once Allen settles in, I think Cody Smart was saying he could be dangerous. I kind of agree with those sentiments. Short, we're good now to go on that? Everything's clean?
Yes, sir.
All right, Cody, any follow-up to that, man, or pretty simple? What do you got? Any prediction? You've seen Allen,
Pretty
I think.
simple.
Yeah, you've seen Allen play.
I'm only Allen trained.
Allen trained?
Conducted by you.
I guess I'm the conductor tonight. Well,
Conducted by KT, that's great.
Well, we haven't had a heat check yet. We haven't had, that's why we have Cody. We haven't had a heat check tonight, so we'll see. We changed that here. Now the next,
don't worry, it'll happen.
Short's gonna pull up the bracket here. Of course, now the next match, I'm gonna say this one. This next match could be scary good, and once again, not a stream game, but this one, if I had to pick a stream game, we had an extra, because there's only 3 stream games in this region. You're going to understand why in a little bit. But if we had to pick a stream game, this would be my nominee for it, and here's why. We're starting it off with the Indonesian Hero. And for the Indonesian Hero, Abian, everyone loves Abian, right? Tells it like it is, doesn't give a you-know-what. He'll say it like it is. He said... Pussycat to say he doesn't care, right? This guy is an absolute savage. That's Abian for you. 6-5, moves up to the veterans. He just got announced that Thailand's there. Indonesia, Thailand's like a brother sister country. Yeah, I think the motivation's through the roof for this guy. He knows that he fell short after that disaster class against Radin up 3-1. But he gets one of the hardest people coming out of the D2 pack, which is background character. This is going to be a war. Background character, we know what he can do, right? He finished second Super D2 championship. We got to get used to that. We know what he can do. He's a threat anytime he gets to the table. As my brother Shamek and Monkeys, both accounts come in. Oh, boy. Welcome, guys. Appreciate you coming in. But this is an instant classic, Dan. I agree. I really think this is going to be a game that comes down to the last lick on a 7. I have to go with the CPU, man. CPU's pulling the upset. I'll go with it. I think Background has a style similar to Arya and Nam. A lot of drawing, a lot of getting into the back end and figuring it out. But I'm not going to be surprised if Background, or if Abian, he's got the motivation. I mean, how many times is Abian going to get a chance to play Super League in Asia? This might be his only chance for a very long time. He knows what he's got to do. I'll go with the upset with Background character, but in my humble opinion, kind of a spoiler here, if you're doing the pick'em thing, this is a good upset potential match. I'm not even going to lie. Should have been a stream. Got a classic plug.
Yeah.
Join pick'em.
Plug.
There's a little... There's the... Look, I know how to plug. I'm a professional. All right, we'll go to Caesar. Caesar, what do you think, man? This is a tight game right here. We're talking... Abian, who's got the motivation, right? And then you got Background coming in here, very hot off the D2 championship, right? With a lot of expectations. What do you think's going to happen? Or there's no way in hell you heat check. What's your prediction on this one? What do we got?
You're right. There's no way I'm heat checking this one because this will be an instant classic. You want a game that might have maybe 2 players that are going to leave it all on the line here? I think this might be it. Even though I don't know much about background character, knowing for what I've heard about him, he's pretty good. But Avion's also pretty good. I'm just going to say this. It will go 7. And, I like a little bit of upsets. I'll pick background character.
Art going for the D2 hopeful. A lot of this, obviously, I'm not going to ask you to pick. We have seen Avion. Brad, if you want to make a prediction, man, go ahead. Unless you're in the Pick'em Challenge and don't spoil. But, Cody, you never know, man. Background character, he's a background character, right? He's got one of these funny names, but you come in, he comes into the shadows and into the light. You never know what he can do. Avion, we know what he wants to do. He wants to play plus 2 Uno. I mean, that is the one card, and I talk to Caesar all the time about this. There's not one player in the league, in my opinion, legit, the only way he can win the game is if he gets plus 2s. That's beyond crazy. We obviously know about the meta going crazy with this bot. Your thoughts on what this game could do with the meta? It's a non-stream game. Could be a classic on a game that may happen at, I don't know, 4 a.m. Who knows?
4 a.m, bro.
No thanks. No thanks. No, but I think we've seen the plus 2 metas, and we've seen it one time with the bot. It could work out. I mean, this bot loves to give lots of cards and lots of bulk of certain things. So hey, if he works out and gets that way, you never know, right?
You never know in this thing. You never know. Background 4-3 says Puzzle Dan. Nick goes with Avion. Of course, Nick, a big Avion fan, 4-3. Caesar with the upset, BC in 7. If there's a rookie looking out of custom series, it's him. Massive series on paper. BC is the most dangerous rookie. Background can get this done 7. Could be an amazing game, says Monkey. Avion 4-2. Short with a little advertising. All right, well, that's how we do it here in D1, baby. We can plug all we want. You know what they say, Art? Plug and play. Pay to play. Short always going to be plugging every day. Anyway, that's a little heat right there. I had to do that, baby, because I know you're about to get ready for this next one because you love this next game for sure. All right, this next game, let's fire up the old bracket. Here we go. Who's going to be in this pod, right? The winner of the 413 gets the 512, and we started off with one of the guys in the chat, none other than Monkey Boy. Monkey Boy. Well, what a season he had last year. I'm pretty sure by the end of his career, I will give him the keys to the DQ franchise. Don't worry, buddy. Those keys are coming to the DQ franchise. Make sure you get a soft serve as well. Make sure it's vanilla, cookies and cream on the side because your DQ game is too sexy for this league. Anyway, please don't do that again. Monkey Boy had a great season, man, but let's face it, Monkey forever is the OG veteran. He's still in the vet class for the last 7 billion years, of course. 8-5, 37-32. Our only lone West Virginia. Say it with me, but no, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, well, I'm going to get copyright strike here. But 4-1-5, of course, Monkey, 37-32. Anybody had a close game against Cap, of course, in old T5. Just fell short in 7. Don't want to get copyright strike, as what it was, I would say. And then who's he going to play? Well, as Caesar continues to pump in and out, he's going to play Logan right here. And Logan's also in the chat. So this is an interesting game. Both guys know each other. Logan had a sneaky season last year being DJ and Nob. But then he was just terrible against Carson, which was his ultimate kryptonite. CPU's going with the little heat check here. Going with Logan. I'm going to have to agree here. Monkey is a master in March and April. The problem is this isn't March or April. This ain't March or April. Yeah, and TJ Kurtz, another one. But it's all good. That's how this league works, right? It's always a cycle. I'm going to go with the upset. I think Logan's coming in here with a lot of momentum, believe it or not. Monkey, I think, is going to pop off this year in T2. Possibly T3 even, because he's really good in March and April. I think he's going to get a new work this year. I have a feeling. It's a veteran versus novice, by the way. Logan with no card, but so if you don't see a card, That's because he doesn't have no card. Hopefully he'll get a card soon. Caesar's gonna get the
Just
poll up.
Gets the old wild card.
All right, so let's throw it over to Caesar. Thoughts on this game, and let's go to my man Heatcheck Art. Art, your thoughts on this game? And we'll go to the
You thought I wasn't gonna get out of that first page without having at least one heat check.
Oh boy.
Here's the first one of the season.
Here we go.
Because for one of you with the negative 1 billion IQ, negative 1 billion IQ,
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm surprised even if you made it out of school.
Whoa.
Because if you did, I'm surprised you didn't drop out because you are more you're probably a dropout. My goodness. You think I'm gonna just let you have a nice calm little start there? Mr. Monkey Boy? You probably been eating all those bananas over the off season, and you probably lost some more brain cells during all that nonsense.
Don't forget the carrots, Ard.
Cody Love's right there throwing it.
No. He forgot the carrots because he probably needs some reading glasses for all that sort of stuff. Come on, man.
Set him up.
Yeah, I'm setting him up.
Set him up.
I'm setting him up, and I'm gonna throw him through it. I'm throwing him through a table. Really, he's not walking out of here. Come on. The only way he's getting out of here is by a stretcher. Come on. Anyway, yes, Mr. Monkey Boy probably thinks he'll just get an easy way just to get on past Logan. That ain't happening. Ooh. Give me Logan 4-1.
Heat check.
Ow.
Well, I think Monkey has what it takes to beat Logan, but it'll be a close one at the end of the day. Give me Logan. I think Logan generally squeezed by and somehow get away with it. Wins against DJ and out of nose. All right, well, I think it's only right. Let's bring him up. Let's bring up Logan, and of course, we'll start with Monkey, the home team. Let's bring him up. Who's going to do Art? Go ahead.
I'll bring up his alt.
The alt. I'll bring up.
Come on up, buddy. Monkey Boy, welcome to the program, man. You just got absolutely scorched earth. I still believe we'll bring them both up. Obviously, I still believe you're going to have a good season come March and April, which will be T2 and through the timeline. How are you going to prove these doubters wrong? Let us know, Monkey Boy. You can just type out if you want. Here you go. Yes, sir.
I don't know, man. Just want to make improvements. I know that you guys are flaming me, thinking I will not win. I'm gonna bring what I've got to do this. I know it's not easy to win. So I know that even though I'm good in March, I know that I gotta make sure that I can keep that, because not every single time it's gonna be the easiest thing. And I will never count out somebody against me. So I have best of luck to Logan, and hopefully this is a good match.
Monkey, one more thing. Thank you for coming up here, and no DQs, okay? No DQs. Let's end that. Let's end the year with 0 DQs, can we? Let's not have more.
Please.
That not short. Anyway, let's go to Logan. Logan, your thoughts on playing Monkey? Obviously, you see Monkey in the paddock here. You guys, I know from ORGs a little bit. I got a little background information. No offense there, but I had to, do a little of my homework. But your thoughts on Monkey here? You've had some good wins, man. You beat DJ, and then of course Nam. Thoughts on that?
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if a lot of people know me in the other leagues I've been in, but I've been doing pretty good. Ever since the season ended here, I think in the other leagues I've been improving a lot. I've been playing a lot, so I think hopefully I can just come in and maybe make a bigger name for myself. So I mean, maybe just get more than a couple wins. I mean, I want to make it as far as possible. I think I've only won 1 game per tournament or so. So I want to see if I can at least make it to, what's after 32? 16?
Yes,
I want to make it to 16.
All right. Well, we'll see how it goes there. What do you think? Thank you guys. What do you think, Lamas? Anything to add? Anything else to add? It's gonna be an interesting game. Monkey's been around here since the old days of when the league was dirt, and then Logan just coming in after last year. What's your thoughts on this game?
No thoughts for me.
All right.
I'm working on something.
Okay. You want to share it now, or you want me to move on?
No, we can wait. It's got to have breaking news at the right time.
Okay. We'll wait for Cody Lamas. Well, breaking news here from Cody. Let's see what he's got cooking right here. Poll says Logan 4-1. That's interesting. We're just waiting for Cody to give us this breaking, earth-shattering news right here.
Oh, go ahead. Continue. It comes up randomly.
Oh, of course. All right, so that's going to be the top half of the bracket. Actually, the 1 seed. Of course, Kev Allen going to be a go one. Then 3 non-streams. I'll be on background. Monkey Logan could be cinema. Those could be very good non-stream games, of course. But, of course, we got to go to the bottom half. And who's going to be that 2 seed? Well, a match that I think a certain someone probably has revenge on his mind. Everybody here can say it was probably the hardest way to end the season in anyone's career. But for Ciamek, look, he's got 2 things he could do. He can either use that as fuel or let it get to him. I think he's going to use that as fuel. For Ciamek, what a season he had. 1 Final Four. Of course, lost to Cap in 11. By the way, that Final Four in April, craziest Final Four we've ever done. 36-hour turnaround. We've started the day at 7 a.m., and then we finished at 2 p.m. the next day or something.
It was ridiculous, man.
Insane. We may never accomplish that again. That was the pre-expansion era, too. You got to... we'll see how it goes on that one, but...
I think that was before even A-Team was truly established.
No, A-Team was just KT team at that rate.
Yeah, exactly. K-Team.
The K-Team, baby. Anyway, for Ciamek, 66-46. Of course, 12-6 overall. He had the DQ in Super League. Does he get a chance to get redemption against Ashley in the E8? We'll see. But he'll be fired up. Happy Lunar New Year to China. Of course, to China and Chinese Ciamek. I know that's what Art calls him. Gotta stay on brand here, of course, for Art. And then Grim, obviously for Grim, look, I would love to have more hype for this match, but the way Grim's season ended was weird. I mean, he had a win against Drippa on DQ, then DQ'd against JT, and then JT said, "Good DQ." Okay, I don't have any words for that. That's kind of funny and weird at the same time. So I just don't see. I just don't see a world where Ciamek. Yeah, I'm not.
Crazy,
I'm not seeing a world where Ciamek is going to blow this game. I like Grim. He's a great guy, but you're talking about a guy that, in my humble opinion, got absolutely self-inflicted destroyed. Basically, he self-inflicted destroyed himself, and then he ran to the unluckiness of whatever the hell happened, and I don't even remember with the bot and Thanksgiving. Stream game, I just don't see a world where Ciamek loses this game, man. I'm gonna go Ciamek here. This is too much. What do we think here, Caesar? What do you think? Art, I'm sure you're gonna have a great message for Ciamek. Let's go to you. Art?
Sean Art.
Or did we fry? Art?
I was muted. My bad. Hey, my bad.
You good?
Anyway.
Ciamek, Grim, what do you got?
Okay, for Ciamek, I got a message personally to you.
Oh boy.
Because how that ending for you for Super League, that wasn't cool. That wasn't cool, man. Not cool. You thought you're just gonna let it slide by not being able to play, and how we couldn't even have that game get even close to acknowledgement of a DQ. And I'm sorry to have that word get thrown out. But
DQ.
Just to think, I'm just going to let you Scott free here and just be forgotten for that? No. Don't do that again. Chomik, don't do that again. Because if you do that again, I won't be nicer to you. I will not be nice. However, I'm going to agree with the CPU here. I think it's right on the money on where I was going to go. I got Chomik winning 4-1.
Caesar, Caesar says too much for Grim, unfortunately. Cody, what do you think? Obviously, Grim, we all know he's the man, right? There's no doubt. He created the dang thing. Can't thank him enough. But do you think he has a chance against Chomik? We all know Chomik is a guy he's very tough out. We know it's crazy. You want to talk about the whole, oh my God, what is it? What's the old saying? The old script, I guess we call it. Two split ammo players, Chomik and Allen in the same. This is almost T5. I didn't even think about that. Could you imagine having two split ammo players and then this? What's your thoughts on this, man? Because it's going to be an interesting game.
Well, two split ammo people with a bot that loves to give reverses and skips. Oh boy. Who's going to play him out right or chain him right? I mean, what can you say, right? This bot likes to do it, so I think it's their wheelhouse. I think it'll be a good game.
All right. Don't say it, Ari. Come on now.
Get over there, Bo.
Ari, what are you smoking? We apologize for that to any.
I'm sorry.
Sean Ard, what are you doing? Sean Ard, what are you?
No. What are you?
Yeah.
What are you? Hey, T, what are you?
What are you? I don't know. What are we?
I guess everyone in here is an idiot sandwich.
Idiot sandwich says what?
What? Anyway.
Damn it.
I did a Pat McAfee. What? Anyway, all joking aside, let's go back to the bracket. We got Chomik with a big win coming on easy pull. Well, this next match, it's a rematch, so if you know your league history, it's going to be a good one. Let's start it off with the guy that I think everyone loves, an ultimate fan favorite. He just got pinged this morning by Cody Smart. And it's a fellow Cody. Llama is back. Cody Lamas is back. And this was the famous Crappy Parts game, man. Never forget. This was one of the last matches with the old bot. Where Cody called out the bot and said, Crappy Parts, rip the old bot. You won't be missed. Pack wash, rip bozo.
God.
We don't miss you. This new bot's fantastic. Lamas obviously stays in the Masters class. A podium man, right? 5-5, 32-31. The definition of he did his job, right? And that's pretty much what Lamas did with a lot of unlucky games with the old bot. So I told you league history, and if you know league history, it's a rematch. It's him versus Retro. It's time to rock on to Retro Avenue. All right, we're not going to go there. But anyway, Retro Avenue.
Too late, you already did.
My fault there. But Eddie Grant right there. Shout out to the legend. Retro Gamer, will he take it down? Retro App, 3-5, 1927. By the way, I'm not even trying to sound biased as G joins us. One of the best cards looking in the game. Can you, come on. You can't, that llama, man. Can't beat that for sure. I mean, it's a classic card. Cannot beat that card. All right, but before we go to anybody, I'm going to say Lamas gets this one 4-2. I rarely see Cody ever lose in a rematch. It's very rare. I could be wrong now that I say I get proven wrong. But Cody, he's a very good player. I know what he can do. I think he's going to go out there and take it out. Cody, what's your thoughts on Retro? It's a rematch. So what do you got? What do you got cooking up here? What do you think?
Well, I wasn't really expecting my name to come up this early, so I'm just gonna say that. Let's just say I got some WD-40.
Oh boy!
I decided to spray it in. Get the old parts creaking and not creaking anymore, and hopefully the WD-40 will work on this new bot, refreshed bot. New parts, and we'll see how the game goes. I'm looking forward to probably losing any Game 7 again.
All right, G, no problem, man. Yeah, promoted players, you can pop in. That's fine. We have a lot of people going with background character. I think is that the only one, right?
Yeah, so far.
Okay, you just missed one, so you're good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to my man Heat Check Art, and then Caesar, your thoughts on this game. Heat Check, what do we got?
Well, we got another heat check coming.
Oh boy, here we go.
And don't worry, Llamas, it's not for you.
Of course
Don't
not.
worry.
Oh, how could you
He-
possibly?
Yeah, you think I would go after llamas? Come on.
That's crazy.
Come on.
Man.
Come on. You can't do it to the
I
llama.
really
Nah,
didn't
hell
know
nah.
what you were smoking if you did.
Don't worry,
Come on
you
now.
had enough.
Dude. I ain't Charles Samper here, man. How did they-
You hit him with it. You hit him with it.
I had him. Anyway, here's the thing. Llamas is going to use the power of the Florida Panthers
Ooh, I like that.
to use a hockey stick and beat down Retro here because, oh my
Oh.
goodness, Retro
Lord.
makes Oklahoma look like a circus festival.
Oh.
God dang.
And as I always say, Oklahoma sucks.
Oh.
Except for Zach. Except for Zach 103.
Except for him, he's the only exception. Everybody
That's a
else,
Diamond in the
anybody else that is part of D1 that's from Oklahoma, you absolutely suck. You are an absolute nutcase, Retro. And maybe, I don't know, maybe a certain someone gave you a little bit of, you know what, throughout all of last year. It may be during the off season, so you might not even come into this ready to face off against Cody Lamas. And really, I think the CPU is probably also having that same stuff. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna go into that because I don't want to get yelled at because we're on YouTube. Anyway,
There's Cody. Hey, we're breaking the fight out.
basically, this is about to be a hockey
fighting.
fight. Yeah, this is gonna be a hockey fight.
5 minutes
And
for fighting.
Hey, hold your horses. We got a guy named Hockey in the league now. Hold your horses.
we got a hockey fight, and that's what this game's gonna be. It's you can't beat a llama. You cannot beat a llama. You try to fight a llama, you're gonna get spit in the face really bad. And that's what Retro's gonna try to do, and he's gonna unfortunately lose. In about a gentleman's sweep.
All right, gentleman sweep says Art. Before we get any further, I was going to bring Abby on. That's okay. Llamas 4-2 says our buddy Nam. Caesar going with the Llama in 7. Nick says 4-2. G's going to comment on some other matches. Llamas 4-1 says Puzzle Dan, and give me Llamas in 7 says Monkey. Cody, everyone's riding with you. Short, obviously, I'll let you comment. One of the rare shortcuts. You've seen Cody. He's a good friend of the program. Your thoughts on your fellow creative man?
Yeah, I mean, you talked about the rematches. I think that's tune into Wildcard. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I think in terms of the rematches you talk about, it's a rare thing for Cody to lose in a rematch, and I think on the new bot, especially, I think he's gonna take care of business in that hockey fight. They're gonna each get 5 minutes each, but Cody's gonna be the one who wins the game.
And there you go, Cody. Hope you got that custom jersey made ready to go, not bloodied up. Oh boy, gotta have a little fun for sure. All right, this next match, well, we're going back to another stream match. So here we go. Get your stream hats on, right? Or in the case of our, get your fire extinguishers, I'm sure. Anyway, let's start it off. You know his name, another Florida man. I like to call him, but he's gonna have a little bit bigger bark this year.
Completely cut out.
Yeah, it's a little rough. Young Puppy's in the building. I'm going to call him Young Bulldog this year because he's a little bit older now, right? He's a master. A little older now, right? He's moving up in the old food chain. I think he's Young Bulldog this year. Obviously, for now, what a season. 13-8, 74-6-2. Two-time medalist, right? Of course, he had the business in Jungle. I should have won that game, but he couldn't close it off, right? He knows that he missed an opportunity in Jungle July. And they had a great March Madness when he was truly the young puppy with that soft skin, right? Throwing up all over the place and proving us wrong. But for Young Puppy, now Young Bulldog, as my new name, I'll give him. He's going to be a threat. Now, who does he play? Well, obviously, now you're playing Yoshi, right? Of course, right? That's what you told me in the pre-game leading up to it. Come on, man. You really think I was going to tell you the answer? Really? Was I born yesterday?
Bozo alert.
Rip Bozo. Anyway, no. Anyway, he's gonna be playing. He's gonna be playing Goldie. This is where G comes in. This is where G comes in because he's playing. Goldie obviously got promoted. One of the multiple rookies here could make a threat. This is gonna be another good game. But I just don't see Nam losing this game. He's very motivated after what happened to JT. Hell no, what? Are you out of your goddamn mind? You're smoking something, son. I'm going Nam all the way, 4-2. That's my guy. That's my brother. I always rep my brother. CPU's repping. I'm going Nam all day, 4-2. He's one of the best here. Nam's a legend. All right, let's go to Nam 4-3. Let's go to G. We'll start with G. G, your thoughts on this one?
I mean, I think this is actually one of the more interesting matches of the round because Goldie 4th place in D2 last season. They won a tournament. They won the June Gelato. So they do have a tournament win under their name. Ultimately for Goldie, I think with the way they play, they kind of have like a more adaptive play style where they kind of just build as they go along. I think it's going to give an interesting challenge going up against Nam, who made Super League last year. And I do think this is going to be a close match. It's just going to be how quickly Goldie can adapt to what Nam's doing is going to be what probably ends up being the key difference between who comes out on top and who doesn't. But I think Goldie has a good chance to win this. I would definitely put Nam on upset alert, but as if Goldie does get the job done or not, we'll have to see. But I think Goldie can do well this season. It's just can they put it all together when it comes to playing on the table? That's going to be the real big question.
All right, let's go over to my man Heatcheck Hard. What we got, Hard? What we got here? What we think?
Okay, first off, next time you come up with a stupid prediction like that, I won't be remiss to call you a major bozo. Because that prediction right there is probably the worst prediction out of all the ones so far.
I think he was joking, or
I'm hoping he is, because if he is,
Nam is not mid. No way. There's no way I'm going to call
there ain't no way he's
I'm
mid.
pretty sure that was sarcasm.
I hope it is. Because
it was. Don't worry.
Okay, but
we don't need the boxing gloves now.
Not yet. It's not time.
But Nam is a bozo. Let's just start off with that.
Oh.
Because look. Am I
Caesar
wrong?
wants him. He wants the pump.
Look. I'm just.
Caesar wants to break his popcorn out.
Well, Brett had every right to make that prediction, though. That's not a bad prediction.
Look. Out of all the ones here, I just don't. My goodness, am I just surrounded by a bunch of bozos? My goodness. Anyway.
Keep going.
Anyway, look.
I was saying.
Yes, as I was saying before. Short, stop being an idiot sandwich over there.
Damn.
Okay. Let me just say.
Fun here, Ard. Come on.
Let me just say this about this one. Nam is going to probably be a bozo a lot of the times, but he at least does play well. And really, Goldie's one of those people I don't know much about, so I can't really give anything, and I haven't heard much. I haven't heard much about Goldie, so I'll say it goes 7, but I might say Nam gets it, but it could be a close one.
This is going to be a good game, Cody. What do you think, man? What do you think on your fellow Floridian? What do you think?
We'll see who the true Floridian is this year.
Ooh.
Oh.
Little mini competition. We're going to call this the Florida, the Governor's Cup. It used to be a thing between the Panthers and Tampa. So let's have a little interstate
Thought that was
rivalry, which I
Kentucky
don't
and
think
Louisville.
any state has this rivalry so far. So we're gonna make it the first thing. We're gonna have a mini Florida Cup, and we're gonna see who comes out on
Yep.
top. There you go.
Yeah,
Breaking
Florida's
news.
competitive,
That
man. You
wasn't
got
the breaking news that I totally just came up with right now.
we got Cody Lamas, Myth, of course, Ashley, the world champ. Those are the big names. Probably missing
Yeah.
somebody. We have a lot.
I was
G
gonna say
technically.
the Governor's Cup's Kentucky, Louisville, and college. Though.
G split though. G split though because he's got New Jersey for it. It depends when he's.
Well.
He's a transplant like Texas.
I'm fake Florida man.
I'm-
You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
I'm sorry, Mr. Illinois over there.
Ooh, already
Yeah,
heat checking short.
Yeah. Got a
I'm,
problem with that?
I'm sorry. What's the best thing out of Illinois nowadays?
Hmm.
See, there you go. Look, a little in-state or states
Not
in between
in-state.
rivalry. There you go.
Nice
Yeah,
going.
Well, no, I'm saying in-state and not in-state rivalry. There you go. Get the spark
nice.
going a little bit.
Geez, I guess
Prove your
short.
state.
I guess short's pretty mid over here.
Goddamn. All right.
You're
Anyway.
correct.
All right. Let's move on. Now, this next match, we saved the best for last, ladies and gentlemen. This, not a stream game, by the way. This, in my opinion, if you want to go to one stream game or not a stream game,
Stream game.
this is probably it. And here's why. It's our brother, the Brazilian badass Jay Caesar. He's back. He had a great season pumping in a lot of ref training. The sheriff is back. We'll see what he can do. The winningest player of all time, never to make Super League. What can he do come 2025? It's been the question. He changed his number from 98 to 28. He put on that New Jersey number. He's been in the Masters class, almost similar to Monkey and Vets since the start almost. But he's going to play one of the hardest guys to play. I'm telling you, you want to play a couple people in round one, you want to play you don't want to play this guy in round one. He's a fan favorite because he's taking it 7. It's Pat Johnson. This is going to be a game, folks. Pat Johnson. Sanford cooked on this one. I know he's not here. This is a hell of a game. You got Florida. You got Illinois versus Brazil. You got two old school heads coming at each other. Instant classics. Caesar Pack. CPU going with Pat Johnson to turn that Game 7 luck around. God damn, I really hate to do it to my boy Caesar. I deep down hope he wins. I hope the CPU is wrong, but I think Caesar himself's got it. I hope Caesar himself, though, has a good time. Pack is he's a tough player, man. This guy is someone that he always takes you 7. It's Pat Johnson. It's going 7. If you don't predict 7, something's not right with you. That's how it kind of is with Pack. But I think Caesar will put in a fight. I'll go Pat Johnson because the CPU says it, but man, I hope I can tune into this one. This is going to be a classic. Let's go with my man, Heat Check Guardian. What do we think?
Hey, KT, do you want to see a little pack watch here?
Uh-oh.
I got the lighter. Give me the lighter.
Yeah, here you go. Let's just open one up. Let's open one up.
Yeah.
For the short competitive season of Pack Watch Johnson.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm already gonna do it. I'm sorry. He's about to get smoked.
Damn.
He's about to be cooked up like a Texas brisket. I'm sorry. It's gonna be short, sweet, to the point. Caesar is gonna beat him down, and it might get overcooked. I think it might. So let's see, how quickly can it go? How about a sweep with Caesar winning?
Heat check for Mark. Heat check. That is crazy. You're going against the Game 7 master in a sweep.
Oh.
That's crazy. Top rope. I'm not going. I don't even think Caesar's going to say that. He's going to say it's going to be a good game. Let's go to my man G. You want to talk about this one? Because you've had the luxury of seeing Pack a lot from the OG days. You want to talk about that? You've always been on the Caesar train. You want to say anything about this one? Nah. Okay. Let's go to my man Short. Short, you've seen. Yeah, I got you. Short, you've seen both guys. You obviously know Caesar. He's pumping out a lot. We got Pat Johnson. he pumps out Game 7s. What do you think's going to happen here? Cooking. It could be a game. It could be a great game.
I don't know in what world that Pac's going to get swept. There's just no way. But despite that, I'm going with Caesar in 7. I think Pac finds another Game 7 and finds another heartbreak. I just can't. I'm sorry. I don't know where y'all coming from with a sweep. You're talking to the guy who puts it to 7 almost every damn time. I think that he's gonna take it to 7. Maybe even go from 3-1 to 3-3, but it's gonna be 4-3 Caesar.
Caesar 4-0 says bad. Pac needs to survive games 1-6, and he won't. Brad with the heat check.
Brad with the heat, man. What the hell?
UW, real bad on that shirt right there. Real bad. For real. Good Lord. Pac 4-3 says Puzzle Dan. Caesar 4-3 and a heads or tails with Nam pulling the short from last night in KT. Instant Quad 3 says Nick from Caesar 4-3. And of course we got Caesar himself saying it's Pat Johnson for crying out loud. I kind of agree. This guy is going to always take it close, man. He always does. It's just how Pat Johnson is wired. He really is wired like that. All right, let's go to the full bracket rundown before we move on to Hufflepuff. Here we go. Take it from the top right here. All right, we take it from the top. We're going to start it off with Chomik MGR, a little China Canada in-store. Lunar New Year China off of school, so that should help Chomik with scheduling. That's good. Then in the rematch from T4, round 1, Cody Retro. Can Cody get his revenge? We'll find out. Does it go 7? Could be a classic. Nam Goldie will be an interesting D1, D2 crossover game. Can Goldie from New York upset the Florida man himself? The young bulldog, young puppy, whatever you want to call him. See what Nam can do. And then probably in the game of the round, in my opinion, in this region that's not streamed and could be one of the games around the first round in period. Jay Caesar, Pat Johnson, Brazil, Illinois. You know he's going to try to take it 7. That's going to be a good one. Reveal shows are 1 hour just to reveal Region 1. Welcome to KT and welcome to I Take Your Word. That's how it works with KT.
Here, I'll put I'm just working to get the full bracket up here.
By the way, G also cooked the bracket base. We will post that at the end of the night. Looking forward to that as well.
I'm actually going to show it here.
Actually, we started at 6:40, really, so we actually were just a little under an hour, but still, yeah. If we keep this pace, see in 3 hour extra.
Okay, yeah, I got them all up. There's bracket base.
There it is, guys, and there it is. There's the bracket base. Look at that. G did a great job on this. He put a little red-white crossover. Got the old Gryffindor, the lion. Who's going to roar the loudest? Will it be Ashley, the loudest lion in the building? Will someone challenge her throne? We got a lot. Cody, talk about that Florida rival. We got Ashley, you. Nah, I'm just missing Myth. This is a Florida showdown right here. We got some great states. So we got Florida, New York. Got a little PA in there. Delaware now, East Coast. Of course, we got to throw in a little Wales and Indonesia, right? WV, Pennsylvania again. Of course, the badass from Brazil, Illinois. And, of course, Oklahoma. And, as I said earlier, a little bit of Canada, China. Just how you like it, right? A little old school diversity from around the world, and then of course some backdoor rivalries on the East Coast, which you love to see. Can't ask for anything more than that for sure. Good call, Cody, by the way, on that video you sent me. That's a damn good call. Love that one.
Oh, no.
Anyway, heat check. Anyway, let's move on to the next one, and it's going to be, of course, our Hufflepuff region. Probably the best region to say. Hufflepuff. That's nice. That does roll off the tongue. I'll give it credit. So if you guys kind of keep track of score at home, if Ashley was the 1 seed, then who's the 2 seed, right? I mean, it's not. Come on, say it with me. Jesse Turner. Mr. Foot Massage.
Nick, he's got it.
Yes, sir. Come on now. You know, JT over there, he's had how many foot rubs in the offseason? Oh, God almighty. So many. Real quick, before I even get to JT with any of his statistics, as I continue to not find the damn... What is the graphic? Where the hell? There it is. I have so many folders, man. I got to organize better. All right, there we go. Here we go. Hufflepuff.
What is he, Ard? What is he?
He's an idiot sandwich.
Hell yeah, I am on that one. Yeah, goddamn, I am, Art. I appreciate you saying and call me up, big dog. All right, anyway. Appreciate that. We gotta have a little fun, right? Anyway, for Jesse Turner, what a season, career season. He went from basically Mr. Consistency to uber consistent with a little extra coconut cream. That's JT for you in a nutshell. 89. He won the most games, by the way. 89 overall wins, 68 losses, 17-6. But he only had one medal, and of course, it was the medal of silver in Super League. So who does he play, right? And well, here's the thing, right? He's going to be playing somebody that, in my humble opinion, showed a lot against Charles Sanford in T5 and its Leah. Leah did a really good job against Sanford, but I almost think this is similar to Eric Monaco. This is a tough draw. JT just got a promotion to be basically a streamer. He's coming off a married season. I know the old adage, when you get married, you slow down 3/10. I don't think with this guy he's going to slow down at all. I think JT, he does a number on Leah. I'm going 4-1. CPU's right. I just got to get the graphics because it's a stream game. But I think JT's going to find the rhythm, and he's going to go out there and usually take care of business because he's one of only two guys that has played almost every tournament, right? JT and myself have never lost in round one. I think that trend continues. I'm going JT here. Pretty self-explanatory. Let's go to my man, Heat Check Art, for a great JT Heat Check.
Yeah, you wouldn't be surprised that I go after the guy I started these heat chats with.
Of course.
With the guy who thinks he's okay to have foot massages. What is this? NFL players? I know, too soon. I know that was terrible, but come on, that was right there. I had to take the chance, but yeah,
of course you did.
Mr. quote unquote foot massage.
God.
Don't know why that is ever his name. That nickname sucks.
Oh, Caesar. Oh.
And whoever created that nickname should get
There's JT in the building.
Right on time.
oh boy, yeah.
Yeah.
Where am I? Let's see. How can I
like that one?
How can I make this as harsh as I can? Let me think.
I can't really got
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I gotta think. Let's see. He's mid. He's uncorporated.
Uncorporate? What is that?
Uncorporated? What does that mean?
Basically, he is not a complete business.
What?
Because the nickname of
Idiot
foot
sandwich
massage, basically him being called foot massage is just stupid. Why can't we just call him Jesse Turner? He beats me, but I guess
he gives that bot the foot massages, man. How do you think he made his way?
No. He uses that lotion for something else, and I'm not gonna go.
God damn! God damn! God damn! Holy moly!
Shut
You trying to get us taken down tonight? Damn, well, that was feisty as hell. Keep it going.
We are now demonetized. Thank you.
Good lord. Keep it going. That was crazy. That was a crazy comment. I thought I was thinking a crazy one.
He says Caesar. Yeah, our donors just pulled their funding.
It's Jover, man.
it's Jover, man. It's Jover.
Keep it going, Art. Good lord.
And thank you for watching the reveal show. Good night.
Okay, I know that.
Art. What are you? Keep it going, man. That was too good. That was too good, by the way.
I can't
Too
talk.
much God.
Oh my god, things are getting really sexy in here. Holy moly.
Oh god.
Or JT, what's going on over there? A little feisty.
Shirts are coming off.
I need to take that shirt off, man. I'm getting a little hot.
You already had it off.
It's off. It's off. It's off for sure.
I think maybe I should jump in here to get this back on
Pants are off too, man, for real.
Anyways,
Hang
someone
on.
else say
Hang on.
something.
Allow me to jump in so we can get this back on
You never
track.
miss. I love you,
go,
bot.
G,
Thank
go,
you so
G.
much.
Talk about the game, G.
Okay, so I mean, with JT Leah, obviously Turner came off a great season last year. Leah unfortunately didn't get a single win last year, but I mean, she was able to win her relegation tournament match, so she stays in D1. I know she's been talking about being motivated to try to get some wins this season, so I think she's looking hopeful to get the job done. And yeah, I mean, historically 0-5. I do mention this because there is a kind of a trend we've seen with a specific record, 0-7. So, I mean, if Leah gets to that point, maybe Tournament 3 could be the one where she breaks out. So I would watch out for that if she doesn't get the job done here. But Leah's been more motivated to try to get a win here, and she'll be trying to put the work in to get the job done.
All right. I don't even know where to go with that one. I'm not gonna.
Next game.
I didn't even put what I was gonna say was gonna be the final of it.
What's the score? What's the
It's
score?
too,
What's the
too
score?
bad you ruined it. Next game.
Yeah.
What is it?
Hey! Let me just say what I'm gonna say on this game because I'm thinking since now this bot doesn't play favorites, I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I had to do that one as well. I say this matchup actually goes to 7, but I got Turner winning.
JT's gonna try to take care of business, man. He never loses I'd be stunned if he does. That would be a stunner. But we'll see. Should be a good game. It's probably one of the best 116s we had so far revealed. There's only 2. I think it's better than the Ashley era for sure.
I'll say this too. I mean, we saw her give Ypez a little bit of a fit last year at the same seed line, not the exact same 1 seed. Like it wasn't. I think Ypez was number 1 overall last year. JT's number 2 overall. I mean, not a huge difference, but definitely a different matchup. But still, she took 2 from Ypez. It was looking interesting until Ypez pulled away. So we'll see what she does in this same kind of spot this year.
Well, this next matchup, we talk about the 8-9s being bangers. Well, this is the ultimate banger. This is, I always talk about the OG, right? The OG of this league, right? I'm the OG. Well, this is the real OG. Could the real OG stand up because it's Gangsta Pete Onjak? He's back in the building. The real OG is back. I mean, how many times have we said Peter Onjak's name in March? He's been boomer bust, right? He won March 23, and then he busted out to ALP with the Sharpies last year as a 16 line. Never know what we're going to get with Peter Onjak. 23-30. Drops from the Legend to Master. Will that give him the motivation? Well, if you want to talk about OG, only real OGs know this match. So that would be just Art, I believe, in G. I think in this call. I'm just trying to look. Yeah, Art and G. Not even Cody, because Cody came in T2. So real OGs know this finale. Peter Aria. It's the This is going to be a war. Peter, the OG Super League, OG Super Leaguers, OG March finale. You came back right in time, Caesar. Oh, never mind. Family, for sure. Family first, baby. I hear you. But for Aria, we don't know what to expect. This is the unknowns of unknown. I really don't know what to expect from Aria. No one really knows. She's coming off a layoff that I just don't even have I have a word for it. I'm going to have to go with the upset here. It's not. I think Aria is going to get revenge in the, I like to call it the Battle of the Ones. Because this is going to be a game that where, in my humble opinion, it's going to come down to the last card. I'm going to go Aria in 7. I think Aria gets the revenge where she should have probably won March Madness. I think only real OGs know who Aria is, so I'm going to go there. I think we're going to go to... G, you going to comment on this game? You might, because it's Aria, or no? We'll go to Art first. No, okay, you got you. Okay. We'll go to Art. Art, you've played Peter, you played Aria, no heat checks. It's the ultimate OG battle. What do you think's going to happen?
Okay, well, really, this is one of those matchups that the unknown is real. And let's see. Aria is coming off of a big layoff after unforeseen circumstances. While you got Peter Onjak, who's coming in hoping to get back to that gangster form. And really, this is going to be maybe a matchup to watch. Not because of the history with these two, but how good these two might do against each other. So really, gonna be a questionable game. I'm gonna agree with the CPU though. I think Arya pulls out the victory in 7, just because I don't know if Peter's gonna have enough for Arya.
We'll go to Lamas because Lamas does know both players. Sure, not really so much with Arya, but Lamas knows Arya. We all know Arya can be dangerous. You didn't play her in Super League, Lamas, in the groups. You were in the other group. But what do you think Arya will do now? Because basically she has no PTSD of the old bot that was last year. So she comes in straight fresh slate. You think that gives her an advantage? What do you think?
We'll see why I wouldn't give her an advantage. I mean, it's Ashley. And I'm sure you're going to be seeing that red
Arya
appear a lot.
Arya. I keep doing
Arya.
Idiot sandwich.
I was listening to something. Give me the idiot sandwich.
You good.
I'm just going to go back in the hole. Never mind.
You're going to weasel back down there?
I'm going to weasel.
Okay. No, this should be it's going to be a good game, man. You know, I think similar to the background Albion Peter Arya could be very similar in this region where it's a good 8-9, 4-13, could be a cross. Who knows? Did we get JT versus Arya? Well, New York on New York crime? Did we get the OG of the OGs, right? Because JT and Peter have both played, as of now, 10 regular season tournaments. We'll have 9 players to do it. Did we get that? This is an OG pod, man. I really look forward to this one. A lot of old school Uno is going to be played here. I'm looking forward. I'm excited for this pod. It's definitely, unless you're a classic man, you ain't going to understand. So I look forward to the old school Uno. That's something I enjoy personally. All right, so now we move on to a game of vibes. Let's just call it this. Let's start it off with the guy. There's no need to beat around the bush. He's having a hell of a time right now in Missouri and Kansas City area. DJ Curtis, looking for the three-peat with his Chiefs. Probably not what anyone wants to hear in this call, but I got to give him that shout out. He's not doing much on the Uno table, though. He had a disastrous Super League. I mean, the man went 3-21. There's not much to say about it. It was a disaster. He, in fact, was so bad he moved down a class, now to veteran. The only thing I will say about DJ, he did make his name known this tournament last year when he pulled off that amazing game against Brock. Sorry, Brock, but he did pull off that amazing game where he was down 3-1. That's before Brock really understood ammo control, in my opinion. So who does he get? I said game of vibes, and, well, it is truly the game of... You were talking about unknown already. This is a true unknown. Hockey is an unknown. So for hockey, 2 things, right? Coming off the D2 championship, didn't get the result. Probably wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for a certain Flame and Taslim leaving, right? So coming in here with house money, has the power play legit in his back pocket. It's named... I mean, hockey. We got a guy named Hockey with the power play. You can't get any more poetic than that, right? So that's going to be fun to comment all season about. But in my humble opinion, this game is going to come down to one thing, and it's going to come down to speed. Does Hockey's speed overpower DJ, who's playing for the vibes, right? And I don't know. DJ, I think, is going to have a little bitter taste of what happened in his mouth come Super League. I really think he had a bitter taste in his mouth come Super League where he just absolutely crapped the bed and just was nowhere to be found. So I think DJ actually will come out firing. I really do. But I'm going to go with the upset here. I'm going to go with another D2 player. I think Hockey being that unknown where not many people know the name, I think that speed's going to kill. Give me Hockey and a shocker 4-3. I'm going to have to do the polls now. I see that Caesar's making dinner. So let's go over to G. This one will be G because it's Hockey. G, we'll start it off with you.
I mean, first I'm going to say I mentioned it in the chat. I didn't even realize that both these players had the exact same record last year in terms of series or regular season. Yeah. So, yeah, that's a fun coincidence. But For hockey, I mean, it's his progression's been interesting because he started out going really, really fast, and played that fast game a lot. But since then, since tournament 1, he's kind of slowed things down a little bit, which has had mixed results. Again, you see the best regular season result, 3rd place in tournament 1, but hasn't really made it back to that point since. He's another player that kind of just goes with the flow. So I think in terms of a battle with the mentality, I don't think you're going to see a lot of mind games. You're just going to see things going as it is. But I think overall for hockey, I think it kind of plays to his advantage because he's quite literally on house money. Meanwhile, DJ feels like he does have something to prove with how awful Super League was last season. So I think this is going to be one that it really just comes down to who ends up wanting it more. And I think with the way it is going into the game, hockey's going to want it more, but we'll see how it is on the table.
We'll go over to Art. Art, what's your thoughts? Probably no heat check coming here. You got a lot of respect for Curtis. And
I got a lot of respect. I got a lot of respect, but hey, Curtis, please change your NFL team.
He ain't changing, bro. From Missouri. Come on now.
Get out. You boo for him. I'm sorry.
Art, you don't want to be. Art, you don't want to be in my house. My mom's an Eagles fan and my dad's a Chiefs fan. It's not. You don't want to be there.
That's trash. That's trash.
Okay.
I'm also a Niners fan. We're having a hell of a time.
Hold on. Let me just post this one day before.
A spiritual journey right now.
Hold on. Let me just post this before I keep going. Anyway, it's gonna be an interesting one. I'm kind of surprised both of them have the same record. I didn't really think that was the case, but for some strange reason, they both had the same record. However, I don't know if Curtis has fully recovered. And again, hockey, I have nothing about really, except hearing some good things. So I'm gonna pick the upset in 7 games. Give me hockey.
We'll go to Cody because Cody's the man when it comes to DJ Curtis. Your thoughts on DJ here, Cody? He's going to drop a class, but he's going to be motivated after what happened to Super League for sure. What do you think, Cody? Do you go back in the weasel hole? You probably went back into the weasel hole. It's okay.
Wait.
Would you cut that out? Anyway, we'll keep it rolling. Caesar just texted me something about dinner or something. I don't know. Big dinner for him. What's that?
I can speak a little to hockey though. I'll say.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I am picking him in an upset here. I'm not sure how many games. Maybe 6 or 7, probably. But I think for this game specifically, I think it's going to come down to who's going to control the pace. Because, I mean, hockey obviously has evolved as a player since the start of last year, as G talked about. But we played a 5 games best of 7 in 9 minutes, and that was my first out in D2 after a DQ win to the all-encompassing Bradley Ream.
Bradley, Eagles fan, by the way, Bradley Ream, Eagles fan.
Oh God. Yeah, but he definitely is going to play quick. I don't know if he's going to play as quick as he did when we met up in February Flurry last year. But yeah, he's definitely a lightning rod, that's for sure. And he's got that house money after the list moved up to him, and DJ obviously coming off a crash on the house money mindset in Super League. We're gonna see whose house money is gonna be higher in this one.
Yeah, we'll see. What's more about true house money, and then you got DJ Curtis. Is he gonna be crack to try to prove the haters wrong? So be interesting. DJ 4-2. It says Nick. We got interesting results in the poll. We'll see. It's going to be a good one. I think it'll be a good match. So who does he play? And this pod is similar to the first region. It's the last game to be revealed in this top half. Hang on your hats on this one. It's
boy.
not the defending, but now the former world champion, Diego Yepes. And you kind of see where we got this one, right? You kind of see where we're going with this one. If DJ and Yepes meet, Yepes thinks he should have been in. So we kind of cooked on that one. I'm not going to lie. Stanford did a fantastic job. Yeah, bow tie. Yeah, cooking up on that one. But for Yepes, let's face it, still a legend. I believe the only legend, if I'm not mistaken, that won't be streamed, which is crazy to say, because usually legends get streamed around one, but he's not going to be streamed. Of course, Super League 2023 World Champion, Sao Paulo, Brazil, was the theme. And the college theme winner. Didn't get any medals last year, but he had a damn good season, just wasn't enough in terms of resume. And then he's playing a guy, in my opinion, that you just don't know with Brian. Brian is the definition of crazy. It's Brian, man. Brian. You don't know what Brian's going to do. Brian is Mr. Crazy.
Don't even.
I'm just going to get to the chase. Yepes 4-1. Yepes 4-1. This is probably one of the worst games we've set up. And unfortunately, it's just I just don't see it where Brian's got a shot. Let's keep it quick. We'll go to R on the heat check here, and then we'll call it. I'm sure he's going to throw.
Oh, it ain't going to be a quick one here because brother, this game stinks. Are you kidding me? This is a matchup? Are you serious? What are you doing to me? You're gonna make me go cuckoo crazy here? I ain't having Cocoa Puffs. What are you doing?
Well, it is Hufflepuff, though. It is Hufflepuff.
Different thing, you
Hufflepuff.
You see what I did there?
Hey, KT, you're an idiot sandwich now.
No, he's just punny.
That was a terrible joke. You need to stop.
You're welcome, Art. I'll be here all night. I have to.
Well, that's probably why you're a bozo. So.
Damn.
Anyway, so we got the fake Tetsun versus Anyway, I'll get to Yepes here in a second because I have a lot of heat on him. Because Brian, keep it short and sweet. Look,
Brian.
Brian. I don't know. Do some people like him? I don't know. Do some people hate him? I don't know. He's one of those guys that is either good or he absolutely just
he's back.
It just makes a mess. He forgets to take out the trash, probably.
Good lord.
But that's gonna probably be the least I can do because Mr. Yepes over here, I got a bucket of molten lava that I'm about to dump on you because little do people know, really. This clown, this bozo, this absolute garbage of a human being decided to call out several commission members last year when he didn't make Super League. And really? You're acting like you're the Democrats after they lost the election. Seriously.
Whoa.
Seriously, you're one of those people that went on the social media and be like, I'm going to give blue wristbands and all that type of stuff to say, oh, I'm part of the good people. You ain't that good. You think you deserved it, and you forget how Super League works. You forget how the system works. That's on you. And now you think, oh, we're going to forgive you? I don't forgive you for what you did. I don't forgive anything for what you said. You want to come after me like that? No. How about you take that? How about you I have 5 fingers. You know which one I'm showing you. And it ain't the number 1 finger, that's for sure.
God damn. All right. Caesar, you just got back to your buddy Yepes. I'm sure you have some great words for your fellow rival.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
I had to just lay this on you. I had to lay it on you, but unfortunately, you're somehow gonna win because unfortunately Brian can't even complete a. He can't even get a game win right without messing it up. So I'm gonna give Yepes the win in, I guess, 6 games.
Caesar with no hope in Brian calls for the Pez broomsticks. Boss, you good?
Yeah, you're good. I was talking to somebody. You're good.
Oh,
Someone special. Anyway, we'll keep.
Mm.
Yeah, his name is Yepes.
I bet Yepes ain't happy about it, but do I care? No.
No, he wanted to say, Art, also tell our DJ Carter's show that I was right. So there's your comment. Yeah, that's the special guy we're talking about. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what they say in the college football playoff, but that's not what it's about.
Alabama.
Oh,
yeah,
come
Alabama.
on.
Look at Alabama. Should have made it in.
Anyway.
Oh my goodness. Do not be like Alabama. Come on, man.
Guys, I'm sorry. Yepes last year got Super League. He was Alabama.
Okay.
I'll say this much though. I'm going to say this much.
But
He's going to come with a lot
against Michigan 2 years ago.
Yepes is going to come back with a lot of vengeance. I don't think he's going to take this one lightly. So let's go to the top half of the region. Sure, we'll get this going before we go to the bottom half, and it's going to be a top half heavy. I'm going to say this much. We have good old JT up there up top, starting it off pretty good. We got a battle of New York, Kentucky. Then we got the New York, Illinois, right? Going to be a good one, Peter Aria. Then we got a little Mizzou action with Canada. Canada, and then Venezuela, Texas. You know, this is going to be an interesting one. You think right here, JT and Yepes could be the favorites because you just don't know with DJ. Peter Aria is going to be a war on 95, on 995 at some point. So we'll see how it goes. Could be a good battle. Should be a fun one though. All right, let's move on to the next. Let's move on to the next matchup here. And well, this next matchup, oh boy, where do I begin with this one? We're going to start off with the guy that I think really just was unmotivated for Super League and probably needs a little help, right? He needed a little help last year, and he got the break he needed. Capped. Now, captain of the 7 Seas, April Aquatic, right? We all know that good lingo jingo, right? Did a good job. Caesar's, by the way, back in charge of polls. He won Aquatic April, kind of took the rest of the season just to chill out and relax. And then when he got to Super League and he got to T5 towards the end, he got swept by JT, swept by Allen in a third place game, and lost the last game to Tago. And he never recovered, lost 10. Basically, we went 0 for 10 in his last 10. But he's back with fresh energy. And I know you guys are going to laugh at me here. I know. You call me an idiot, right? But he's playing AB Rogers, okay? Austin Rogers, everyone call him AB because he leaves, whatever. He gave Caesar a hard time, man. And that tells me something, because it's a battle of the fours, by the way, green and yellow. When you give Caesar a hard time, you're doing something right. And I really think this could be Austin Rogers' chance to shine. I'll go with the CPU. Cap wins 4-2. Even the CPU says, I think I'll go 4. I'm going to give Rogers an extra game. I think Rogers could hang in there. Because it is Cap. He does play the craziest style known to mankind. Let's face it. He plays such a low tier style. Anything can go, right? Yeah, exactly. He plays a low tier style. I just got a feeling AB's gonna hang in there, but Cap's gonna have a little bit of a scare. I think so. Or you're probably gonna heat check me on this comment, but what do you think?
Yeah. Hey, KT, why were you being a bozo at that point? At the moment you got to him, you became a bozo.
What do you got? Lay it on me? What do we got?
Let's see. Extra. Hey, I got a package of AB jerseys here. It was oh wait, this was sent to Mr. Rogers.
Damn.
And no, I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about Austin.
What?
I'm talking about Austin Rogers over here.
Not Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers is great.
Yes. Because let's see, you think you're gonna go against the captain of the Seven Seas. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. How long do I think this is gonna end up? I'm gonna say not even 2 minutes after that game ends, Rogers leads the server as he normally does. I got captain winning in a straight up sweep.
Good lord. Okay.
Man.
All right. Let's go over to Caesar. What do you think, Caesar? What are you thinking? Short. What do you think here? You've seen Cap. You know him from UUL. What do you think?
He definitely. I mean that finale finish, in Aquatic April was crazy. That 5-6-5 just absolutely annihilated a 3-0 lead by Ashley. And that was really a testament to what Cap does. He has all the lady luck on his side, and he knows how to win it quick and easy in the low tier. And no doubt will he find a way to utilize that once again against Rogers here in round 1, and who knows how far it could go.
Cody, your thoughts on this game? Caesar, what do you think? Record for the.
Oh.
That's a heat. That's a little heat.
No.
Okay.
I like it. I like
No.
it. Hey! We had the
That's a good
longest
call.
series, so it makes sense.
Yeah, Caesar to Cap 4-2.
Okay. You got the poll up then? You're good. You're good. My bad. Yeah, this one there's not much really hype about. I'm not gonna lie. We'll see. I'm banking on maybe Rogers learns something from Caesar. You take Caesar 7. Usually that's a good litmus test. I don't know. I could be wrong, but he could be a sleeper. We'll see what Cap does. We'll move on to the next game then. And this next game is going to be a game that I personally don't really want to even reveal, but we have to do it. The number 7 seed is going to be another Florida guy. We talked about him the last one, probably remaining, that hasn't been revealed yet. That's fully from Florida, right? Good old Myth, right? Myth, what a season he had. Give him credit. He beat Cap, right? And you kind of see the vision. Cap Myth, right? When Myth beat Cap, it was kind of a dead weight in a way because Cap had already won Aquatic April, so there was no turned up version of Cap. But despite that, in veterans class, 33 and 27, a lot of people thought he would get relegated. And at the beginning of the year, we thought he was relegated. You know what? He could actually do something this year. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, the guy he's playing, I'm sorry, he's publicly enemy number 1. And forever will be public enemy number 1 in this league. Radin, yeah, he is public enemy number 1. Tago probably wants to flame him at the stake. Puzzle Dan thinks he's going to get 5 strikes before tournament 3. This guy is a rabble rouser. I know he had that Lane Abion win, but this is the ultimate rabble rouser game. Raise hail, praise Dale, stuff like that. It's going to be a crack show. I'm just going to say this is going to probably be the most chaotic game in round 1. Both guys play chaotic. Radin, I think, will probably start scheduling right away. And Myth plays low tier. So, I don't know, man. I'm just going to go 4-3 Myth. I can't really say this is going to be a sweep or anything, because to Radin's credit, and the only thing I'll give him credit for, because the guy is an absolute clown, right? He clowned himself last year. The only thing I'll say about him, I'll give him one compliment. He did improve at the end of last year. I'll give him that. And compared to where he was when I smoked him like a sausage, he improved.
Instant blacklist.
Yeah, instant blacklist. I probably lead the way on blacklisted games, like 6 or something, but I'm too dominant, man. I either win very good or I'm just don't lose. I just lose terribly. It's kind of how it works.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go Myth 4-3. It's closer than people think, only because it's Rad. He'll always find a way.
Oh God.
Tago cannot stand this guy.
Tago, man.
All right, let's go to a heat check here from what we know it's coming. Ard, throw it down.
Oh, brother, this game stinks.
Of course.
You
Exactly.
know I'm gonna throw this one out because I'm sorry, Myth. I see you've been advertising your league again, and
boy.
I'm sorry, your league is hold on. Let me think about it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Hold on.
How's it going, Cody?
Mid.
Is the game scheduled? Or
Just announced it already. When are they playing?
Yeah.
yeah,
Mid,
yeah. Rad's gonna come in. We agree.
Mid, your league is mid. I'm sorry. Do something creative over there, and I'll stop doing that with you. But until then, that's all I'm gonna think about it. But you ain't my main concern. Radin is. Because Radin, Mr. Public Enemy #1, every time I think about you, I think I just wanna
Whoa.
hit you somewhere that isn't
Okay.
cool.
That's better. Use your words.
Basically, I want him in an area that isn't that good.
All right.
I'm just gonna stop it there.
You
But
already messed up with the foot. Come on.
but Redding, you're gonna get what has been coming for you for a long time. You're about to finally get swept under the rug and become an afterthought because that's what you are. You're an afterthought.
Damn.
You're getting swept, and it's gonna be because of Myth.
Lamas, we know the game is already scheduled, right? Your thoughts on 5-year-old Radin? Go ahead.
My God.
Why no thoughts? Because I don't want it going in my brain.
That's exactly what I was looking for. Appreciate
Well,
it.
it's already-
Okay.
I don't even want to conceive those thoughts.
Anyway,
So
we're gonna
valid.
move on. We're gonna move
Bring
on.
him to the
That
Bronx.
what? Cody Smart. Why did you?
No,
Okay, hold on.
No.
What's wrong with you?
Cody, you're insane.
Are you out of your mind? Cody Smart. That was bad. And I'm sure Art's gonna heat check it.
Oh, well, do you want
Dude,
me to give
that is like that is like Bozo. That's like Public Enemy #1 and 2 right there.
Okay,
Do
okay.
not.
Hey, can I just quickly then heat check him?
Yes, go ahead.
Cody Smart, can you please shut up over there? My goodness, you have absolutely. I think we could give you a new nickname, Mr. Shower Man.
T2 Bozo Bowl. That's better. That's better, Nick. That's better.
Because let's see,
T2
Cody
Bozo
Smart,
Bowl.
Mr. Cody Smart, the amount of times you talk about showers makes me want to grab a 2x4 and bash my head in.
Sanford's here.
But his
My
head first, right?
No. Well, no, I would probably go and grab a glass plate and bash him in the head,
Oh my
and then follow that with about 25 glass bottles, bashing him in the head.
Okay then. Sean Ard, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely on it today. Let's go. Let's just say.
Anyway.
Love you, buddy. All right, let's move on to this 314. This one's going to be very interesting because it doesn't involve. Yeah, he's still here. It does involve a guy that's still in the building, and this said guy is the fastest in the West. Ghost. He's quick. He's fast. He's electric. He's the fastest in the West. The fastest in the West is going to be absolutely ready to get back on the table. He was so close against Bad Brad. In fact, Bad even said himself, I got outplayed those first 6 games, but somehow found a way to win. I actually think I think Ghost could be a shocker. He could pull a shocker and find a way to get the job done. I really do think he could be a breakout star this year compared to where he was last year. But he's got an interesting first-round opponent, and his first-round opponent is none other than a guy that will be gone. And for Gone, well, G will talk more about him. He's an interesting character, man. You know, he's definitely one of those guys that when you look at Gon, he can play multiple styles from what I've seen. He knows how to get the job done when the pressure's on. He got himself, I believe, a big win over Taslim. I think it was Taslim. He had to get himself here. So I think Gon will actually be someone that could maybe not deliver the upset as the computer's going to say, or because it says Ghost in 7. But on a stream game, they both know the program. I think this could be a sleeper in terms of this could be a very good game, especially with the fact that both guys play unique styles. Quick, right, and then also Gon with a number of fish. I'm going to go Ghost here, though, 4-3, and a close one. G, we'll go to you, D2 player. What do we got?
I think Gon has good looks on the table, and if he's locked into the game, he's got a really good chance to make a deep run. But I think the thing is, there's been some stuff in the offseason where he's kind of been busy, and I'm not necessarily sure how his scheduling is going to be. So we'll see how that comes into play throughout the season, if that takes an effect on how he ends up doing. But I think if Gon's going at full strength, he should have a good shot to win this matchup, but we'll have to see what happens.
All right, we'll go to Charles Sanford. Sanford, we're going to go to you, man, before we're going to argue back. Your thoughts, man. You missed a little bit. Your thoughts on this match? Ghost Gon.
Well, apparently I've only missed one region somehow, despite being 2 hours late.
Welcome to a KT reveal show.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. You give him a YouTube stream, and then it's going to be going. But yeah, I like the matchup. It's one of those where trying to kind of figure out where the D2 promotees needed to go, and trying to give them also a matchup that we thought could benefit them, if nothing else, to give them someone that we felt like they could play tough to try and move their way up the bracket. And I think for Gon, he definitely can play Ghost tough. And we saw Ghost had a rocky start last year in March. So he struggled last year. It's going to be interesting to see, can he turn that Super League appearance into a solid start, and who knows, maybe even be a little bit more of a more firm, solid, not in doubt type of Super League player in 2025.
Yeah, he could be. Gon will be interesting. We'll go to Art. Obviously, no heat check because Art. You got to respect this one thing, G. Art's a good guy, man. He ain't gonna heat check any D2 guys coming up. He's got respect.
Well, yeah, because here's the thing. I had no idea about D2 players. Did you think
Cody Smart?
Well, Cody Smart's just an idiot.
Smart's that's a different story.
Different story.
Cody Smart is an idiot.
Shower man, I guess.
I mean, he's here. He's in the he's in the building.
Hey, that's
he's been in the building all night. He don't hold back.
Cody Smart, Sean R. Let's get it going. Heat check for right now.
Hey, I ain't gonna be quiet over there, Cody Smart. How about you be quiet over there and don't interrupt anybody? Anyway, about this game, look, it's going to be one of those interesting ones. Really, I think the main question is, could Ghost kind of recapture that same sort of spark there that was able to get to that run for Super League? I don't know. It's going to be interesting when you're facing off against Gon, which, again, don't know nothing about. I think it will go 7. However, no offense to Ghost on any point, I'm picking an upset. I'm going to pick Gon to maybe pull it out.
I will go to short real quick because he knows Gon. And then Ghost, if you want to type your thoughts on playing Gon, this should be interesting. What do you think?
I did not have a run-in with Gon myself last year, but definitely I could see the upset potential. I mean, he had a podium finish in T2. Ghost making Super League top 10 finish in T3. It'll definitely be an intriguing matchup. I'm trying to remember what I picked. I'd have to look back at my picks again because let me see here. I did pick Ghost. I would opt for 7 on that one. It could definitely go 7.
Yeah, Ghost says it's going to be a lot about how he shakes the rust off. That's a fair comment. I mean, it's not easy just to come in here and, kick it right away. It's going to be an interesting one, but let's see what Ghost got to say. Anything else? But Ghost is a good player, man. He's got to take that next step. So we'll see if he takes the next step. come what is going to be his breakout season. He hopes. Veteran class for Ghost, by the way, moves up. He's now, I guess, left the old novice nest. I guess that's a good way to call it, the novice nest, and he moves into the veteran home with the Pack Alliance ensuing. So we got one more match, and, well, we talked about the 6-11 line cooking. You thought Caesar Pack was good? This next match is really good, and there's going to be a reason why it's going to be really good. Enter a guy that's probably been one of the most OG guys in terms of the ref. Before Caesar took over the refs, right? There was Yoshi Awesome. So for Yoshi, what a season he had last year to make that Masquerade May finale. Obviously, Brad, I and Caesar can't get over that wild flush. I think to this day that's still one of the OP moves of any career. That was unbelievable. 3 wild flushes in a game 2 to basically win the finale. Incredible from Brad there. But Yoshi still has those haunted memories because that loss cost him a Super League berth. Regardless, 7-5, 45-33, he got the Masquerade May silver. So, of course, the writers, let's say, want to make a really good match, right? Well, how about the D2 right-hand man versus the D2 commissioner, Gerard? Oh boy. This match right here are two guys that have shaken each other's hands, right? There's only a few matches in this league where you could get that. You can get G Yoshi, you can get G me, you can get KT versus Clay, and if we ever get KT versus J Money or KT versus Yoshi in the future. So this is an interesting match. G had a season to forget. It was hell, right? Let's face it. It was hell. G never really found his footing. I called it, and he's not even going to disagree. It was the commissioner's curse, right? It sucked. For G, it was like, what the hell happened, right? He's such a great player, and he fell to this unfortunate level. So what does he do in the return? We're going to find out. We're going to find out what G's made of, because this is a match that, in my opinion, is a head-scratcher for maybe him and Yoshi in terms of where the battle lines will be drawn, but for the fans, entertainment. It's yellow on yellow. It's 2 action cards going at it. How about that? 2 masters now. Yoshi graduates to the master. G falls down. I think this is going to go a classic. I have to go with the CPU here. I'm going to go G wins 4-3. I think he's going to be, and he's had a great offseason for once. I know last year maybe that comment fell flat. He had a good offseason as a commissioner, all things considered. I got G 4-3. He gets the job done over Yoshi. I think Yoshi Game 7 could be the one thing he lacks. We'll go to G first. G, what do you think? This is a crazy match, man. Probably one of the best matchups.
I think it's a good matchup to have March Madness, no, it's the first good match for the season. I mean, I have a lot of respect for Yoshi, and I think both of us are going in with a lot of motivation to get the win here early, so I'm looking forward to this match. I think it'll be a good one, and I'm hoping to bounce back after what was just straight up disappointing season last year, so I'm excited for the match, and I think Yoshi should stay sentiment, and hopefully it's going to be a good one.
All right, and we'll go to Cody Smart. Did you
make it 2 PG misses? What? Okay.
Good Lord.
It's supposed to mean.
I don't even know. Anyway, let's go over to Sanford. Sanford, we cooked this matchup. What is your thoughts? This is a crazy match. This is a round 1 match.
Yeah, and in all honesty, I think when you look at this matchup on paper, it's 2 people with a lot to prove this year. Because you look at Yoshi, for example, 2 years in the league, he's gone 4-3 in 1 year, and then 7-5 the second. So from that, can he finally get out of the mid tier? Basically, I mean, that's almost no other way of putting it. And for G-Man, he's coming off, well, he's just a mid. I mean, it's a terrible year. There's no really other way of saying it. I think for both of these players, 2025 can easily be looked at as a put up or shut up type year, and what better way of getting that started than to have 2 of those type players facing off against each other in round 1.
All right, we'll go to Art. Art, what do we got here? It'll be a good one, I'm sure.
KT, I think you know what I'm going to say about this game.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You care to say it?
What's just say it, Art? Come on.
Okay, I'll say it. Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Of course.
Of course, I'm gonna say that. Because really, you're gonna make me do this? You're gonna make me have to sit through and talk about this? Like what? Am I on a TED Talk?
TED Talking, Art? You and me, we can go after the game, after the reveal. Cody, want to join us with the TED Talk?
Oh, brother. Anyway. So we have Bozo against Bozo. Basically, this is almost like in D2 with Daniel Boyles versus Cody Smart. It's gonna be the meeting of the minds. Basically, it is guy who thinks college is important versus I don't even know about Yoshi.
Hey, hold on. College is important.
That is a very interesting comment to make. Would you like to elaborate more on that?
It's about how much you think going to college is more important than anything else.
I mean, college is fairly important.
Hey, I'm sorry. You know where Casey and I
For 5
go.
years.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Do I need?
Yeah, I think the heat check kind of sizzled out on that one. I don't think we're getting a lot of agreement.
Oh
on
my
that
goodness! Oh my goodness! You be quiet over there, G-Man, because right now you're just ruining everything. Come on.
I'm just using my college education to point out the facts.
Hold on. No, I'm getting a phone call though. Hold on. I'm getting a call that a yacht's missing. I'm getting a call that a yacht's missing.
Don't worry, it'll be found.
G-Man, did you lose your yacht?
It'll be found. Don't worry.
No. Oh wait, no. I forgot. Hold on. It says hold on. It's called Womanless Yacht. Because that's what I see. I see a womanless. Oh, be quiet. Look,
What is this, the Cody Smart date thing?
Cody,
Oh,
what
boy.
did you just say?
Can I do soundboards in here? Oh, I don't think I could do soundboards.
No, Cody Smart, did G-Man get too peachy and miss the date? I don't know.
That one I don't get. But yeah.
Well, wait. I think I know what that means.
Oh man, I can't do soundboards. I would have put the oh brother. This guy stinks.
I think I know what. I think I know
All right,
what.
well, keep
Cody
it going, Art. Come on, let's go.
Yoshi,
Keep it going.
Yoshi, jump in for the tag team. Sean's talking trash about us.
Okay, you want me to be brutally honest about both of you? You want me to be brutally honest? I hate both of you guys.
Come on. Let's go. Come on.
Look, G-Man, I've been hating your guts for a long time, and you know that for a fact. And it's because how weak and unresponsive you've been as a D2 commissioner. And basically, you have thrown Yoshi into the pack of wolves, and it's because every time you lose in D1, you have been unresponsive after.
I'm unresponsive in D1, but I'm still doing what I need to do for D2.
But
let's go. Come on, man.
Let's see. How many D2 players are currently in here? Hold on. I want to just figure this out. So Cody Smart, I know, can testify against you.
It's
Yoshi, I can understand how to do a lot, but the only problem I have against him is, let's see. He, as a player, is pretty mid. No offense.
Okay, but he puts a lot more effort in the D2 than you ever have.
Yeah, because why do I need to be in D2?
Because it's much harder to build something up from the ground up than work on something that already has a building.
Yeah. Let's see. And you don't think D1 isn't that hard either? And plus, doing other stuff outside. Come on. Hey, I think Tago's got a point. I think Tago's got a fair point. This is probably the battle of the bozos. Nick,
The battle of bozos, he says, aka basically someone else that said it first.
Nick, please over there, shut up. Shut up before I go and grab a steel chair and just whack you in the face.
Let's keep it going. Come on, let's go. Come on, we're going to 11 o'clock.
Yeah, how about we focus on the matchup instead of just throwing random crap that just doesn't mean
Okay,
anything.
okay. You want me to actually focus on the matchup? Okay.
I mean, that's kind of
Yoshi.
the point of the reveal show. So
Okay, Mr. Boring, shut up.
Come on, Cody Smart.
Let's see. Yoshi wins 4-2.
Okay. Anything you want to add, G, or I don't know.
I mean, all of that for a 4-2 prediction. I mean, it's kind of funny, but
They
that's
love
all
it.
I'll
Trust me. Guys behind the scenes.
It's
It's all entertainment purposes only. You got to understand what art.
well, yeah, but you don't need you butting in when I'm trying to heat check it. Come on, dude.
Who?
G-Man over there trying to be Mr. Boring.
I mean,
As usual.
I wouldn't have
Could've been
butted in
better.
had you not tried to attack college.
Dude, all you're going to try to do is just go to college and then be in debt for the rest of your life.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm doing pretty good actually on it. I had other scholarships, and I'm actually
Okay, and
I
how
might
much?
even be able to pay mine off by the end of the year.
And somehow you were going to still be in debt.
Mm,
I don't know.
Hey,
Cody
Ravens won
Smart.
again.
Don't worry about that. I'll deal with you later. Anyway,
Yeah.
now
let me
that
give my
we're
thoughts.
done with that, let's go back to the bracket. So this is an interesting bracket. We got a bunch of similar to Region 1, a lot of foreign flair and a lot of interesting Eastern players. We got Eastern Midwest, right? Kind of Midwest with JT Leah. Then we got the classic. Could we get the JT Aria, New York on New York? Do we get JT Peter, Illinois versus no.
Did
Let's
Yoshi
just
not
keep
get a
it going.
chance to give his thoughts about the match?
Let's keep it going. Trust me. We don't need to be here all night.
I mean, you can type it in there.
Okay. Give what do you got, Yoshi?
You can type it in.
I won't be. Yeah, I won't try and be too long. I was just wanting to say,
Yeah.
be against G. I mean, it's definitely a tough start, but it might be what I need. I'm gonna try my best. I think, you can call me mid all you want, but this league is hard, and yeah, I've made mistakes, but I mean, it's just about learning at the end of the day. So hopefully, I can get a good start here because beating G, I feel like would be a pretty good accomplishment to start things off.
Fair.
All right. We'll see. It'll be a hard matchup for sure because that's the old bottom half. Yepes Bryan, yeah, that's a matchup of all time. Yoshi G. Ghost Gon should be interesting, and then another probably hated guy in the league, Radin. Oh god. Myth versus Radin, and then we'll see what Captain and AB can hit. We'll see. Captain Rogers, Myth Radin could be interesting. Yoshi G. Will they get the? I know. He's a hated guy for a reason. Let's just go with that. Anyway, we'll move on. We'll go to the Ravenclaw region now. So that you guys know the drill, right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, buckle my shoes. So who got third place in the old Super League? Well, it was other than Brad. And for Bad, well, what a season, man. Bad, I think Caesar and I can really speak about this very well. We said Bad Brad had one of the best mindset turnarounds of all time. I mean, you look at what he did in T1 where he lost to me and then he lost to M, which we don't really talk too much about. But M, really just came off the bat and took care of Brad. But after that, what did Brad say? I had 9 lives. Brad, had 9 lives. You talk about 9 lives. He had it against old... I didn't reveal the other guy, but it's okay. It's Zach. So I'll get to
the other one.
No, you're good. Hold on, I got it. So for Brad, of course, Super League, third. He got the bronze, got the gold, the Masquerade May. But he had the turnaround mindset-wise. He finished 13-5, 74, and 56. And for Zach, I guess he got away with murder because Clint decided to be Clint.
Do something?
Yes. Yeah, I guess. Clint decided to be a Clint and just not show up for the relegation match and then randomly come back. Okay. So good old Clint decided to be Clint, right? And he's here. Now, I will say, I love Zach. He is my brother. I can't thank this guy enough for everything he does for the league. It's hard for me to say anything other than positive for the guy, but I just don't see a world where Brad loses this game. So I'm going to go 4-1. Computers, it's probably one of the only games the CPU went full sweep. I don't know about that. That's a little too much, in my opinion, with the sweep. I think Brad's going to come in here and, do his thing and just take care of business. It's Brad, man. What do you expect? He's not going to be a guy that's going to just fall off the cliff. So I'm going to give Zach one good win, but I think Brad's too much. Brad, what do you think, man? I know you're going to say, let's see, the old KT line, let's see, but what's your thoughts on playing? Fellow commission member, your thoughts on that? What do you got?
Well, more advisor in this case.
Yeah, more advisory. He does more of the cards and stuff and the graphics, but fellow creative. What do you think, Brad? What do you got? Sam, for your thoughts on this match while I get all the graphics. Go ahead. Sanford?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I thought we were waiting on Brad.
Nah, he's typing. He always types, that.
So this is one of those where it's like I have way better things to say about Brad than I would about Zach.
That's understandable.
I mean, they're both good guys away from the table, but Zach just plays a style of Uno that we saw last year. He ended up in the relegation tournament. I don't see any way he doesn't end up in it again. Truthfully, I wouldn't be shocked to see him go 0-5 because he's got a style that he's got a style where it's one of those things he doesn't give himself many opportunities to try and bail himself out. And so in this one, Brad's got a little bit of KT in him at times. And Zach basically didn't stand a chance against KT. So this one I could easily see being a sweep. And I don't have much high hopes for this one. Obviously, it gets strained because Brad did make Super League. I'm just hoping that ends up being a better matchup in person than I'm thinking it is on paper.
Yeah, Brad, I think basically it's hard to know until he plays. He's always going to be humble like that. He's learned very well, Sanford, with the dodging the old question, right? Play it cool. He's learning. What do you think, Art? What do you think on this match, though? Caesar, your thoughts on Brad, Zach? What do you think, Art? No heat check here for sure.
No heat check, and look, I don't really care if people are thinking this could be a sweep. I somehow think it won't. I think the CPU is a little high on something. And I think these two guys are going to have a respectable matchup. And really, I think it'll be so respectable. He goes 7 games, but I think Brad pulls out the victory still.
All right, going a little 7. Lamas, I'll go to you here because, when you first played Brad, he was the plague doctor. Then he was bad Brad. But you kind of gain a little respect for him. He's got some sly humor. He's got some good humor when he needs it. Your thoughts on that? Cody?
Is Cody watching the Panthers game?
No, he's off tonight. He's got, I think it's the Islanders over the weekend. I don't know. I think they're off. They played last night, so they're on an away game.
I mean, they play back-to-backs every once in a while.
Yeah. They do. This weekend they do, but no. I guess maybe it's ice cream time for Cody. What about? What's we got? We got 4-2, says Caesar. We got. They are, yeah. I like to see Zach losing 7. Okay. Yeah, it'd be a good game. Brad and Zach, they know each other in a sense, right, on the commission, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see. It'll be a good game. We'll go to the 8-9 line again. We've had 2 pretty decent 8-9 lines, man. We've had Kev Allen. Well, that's going to be a good game for sure. Then we have Peter Arias. So what's the third 8-9? Well, this 8 seed is a interesting player, to say the least. He's an interesting guy. He can be named. He can be named a little bit of a funny guy if you get his humor a little bit. But he also can be a guy that, in my opinion, could be fun and a little bit glazy on the donuts. Ed Ziemba, the ultimate glazer. you know what, for Ed, say what you want about the man. The dude went pretty well, dude. You know, he went 4-5, but think about it, 28-28. He started popping off when we got to the game against Japez where he was down 3-0, and something must have clicked in his head to say, hey, you know what? It's time to run. It's time to roll. And I got to say, Ed's a good dude, and I really hope he can have a good season deep down because he's going to be helping out with the commentary. He plays the style of Uno, dedicated, shows up to a lot of our events. Good dude for sure. Now, he plays Andy, who changed his name from Zay to Andy in the offseason. Did not change his number. We'll talk about that a little later. There's one match where it's a number game. And look, Andy, only thing I'm going to say about him, man, I hope he improves his scheduling. That's the one thing I'm worried about him this year. His scheduling is very interesting, to say the least. So that for that reason, I think Ed's going to get the job done. I like the light switch Ed plays. It's not full Tago where it's crazy, but it's also not full attack mode where he just pumps and dumps the crazy ammo. I like the Glazer, man. He's a good dude. He really is a good dude. And yeah, I'm gonna go the Glazer 4-3. He's gonna take home the business here. What do you think, Sanford? This is a good. I think this is a solid 8 now. We got a little Illinois Cali battle, right? Both guys are kind of a lot to prove. You would say mid pack for sure.
Yeah, I would say so. And when you look at the records from last year, obviously both went 4-5. So there's a little bit of that sub 500 for both. Pretty even in that regard. I will say they both had their moments basically last year. For Ziemba, I think really what the turning point ended up being was that match against Yepes almost.
Yeah.
Where he was able to kind of take it 7 and show that he could at least hang tough with some people, because up to that point it was looking like he was really going to end up going to D2 at some point, probably within the near future, which was unfortunate because he was one of those guys spoiler alert, kind of took a little bit under my wing, doing a little bit of postseason stuff before, or little off-season stuff before the season, kind of showcase, hey, what goes through the mind of a Super League player when they're playing a match. And he was one of those that played it. Not all of them that did that had a great season. I'm looking at you, Ellison. But he rebounded and he has some momentum going. So I think for Ziemba, this could actually be a really solid season. I think the starting on an 8 seed is going to just propel him even further. I'd say he's one of my dark horses to actually make Super League. Just because look at where he started last year. He was the 14 seed, even below a lot of the rookies last year. And now he's an 8 starting this year. So big improvement from last year. And I would not be surprised to see Ziemba contending for top 25 spot, if not top 15.
He'll be a good one. Or what do you think on this match? What do you think?
Really, I don't know. Zay changing the name to Andy. I don't know that it really propels anything against Ziemba. Even though I almost want to call the help inspector for the amount of glazing on that donut that he has.
Not even gonna lie.
Unhealthy amount of glaze.
Yeah, unhealthy amount. Yeah,
Vanilla icing's out of control.
I think you can't even really see the donut. That's how much glaze there is on it.
Glaze with a side of donut.
Yeah, that's basically what that is. I'm kind of questioning it with all that, but I think Ziemba will be able to win it in 7. CPU's got it right on the money.
On the money. Caesar going with the Glazer. Ed as well. Or, Caesar going with the Glazer. Tago just said Ziemba. I'm sure he's going with them for sure. And of course, Nick going with the Glazer. Yeah, I like Ed in terms of he's going to be a guy that's more. He's got something to prove, right? He's not a guy that I think is going to be overlooked. You know, I short seen him. I think he's commentated. No, he didn't commentate with you. Did anybody? Short.
I don't know.
Trying to. I think he's only commentated with me.
I might have EP'd one of them.
No, he's never been in a commentary match. I don't think I've ever commentated with him.
No, I don't think
Yeah,
him paired up. I think I EP'd like one of his games with you though.
No, he loves the next guy we'll talk about in a second.
The
but
Lord of Light Switch.
yeah, the Lord of the Switches. Let's go. No, you know what? We have a guild tag. Maybe get a clan tag on the Light Switch clan. I don't know. White Switch clan.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother, that comment stunk,
That sucks.
KT.
That
Maybe by
sucks. What the hell?
T3
Cut
maybe
it
by
out. Get this
T3
guy
where we
out of here.
actually have styles going on again, where we can actually kind of like pinpoint who's got what styles.
Yeah, well, that's nervous.
Sanford, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
No, it ain't. I needed some time. I need to see how these players play with this thing. We got to see.
Well, that's what I'm
I
saying.
sounded
like,
raw. I sounded roll raw. I'm
Maybe
not
by
gonna lie.
T3, maybe by T3 they would end up in the same pod.
Yeah, T3 will. I'll know the styles by T3. But that's the match. Thank you, Caesar, for the poll. Let's keep moving. And this next match, well, it's a guy that's in the call, and he's waited a long time for this one. I just mentioned Ed Ziemba loves this guy. Well, he's a fan favorite. He's personally the Georgia Bulldog. Did that mic cut out bad? Probably did. Anyway,
Yes.
A little.
A
that's
lot.
bad. Anyway. Yeah, I try my best. It's me barking. Anyway, it's William Brock, the Georgia Bulldog himself. Of course, everyone loves Brock, man. The fade is back. If I ever was down there in Georgia, I'd ask Brock to give me a good old sideburn. I love my sideburns on my hairstyle. So, Brock, make sure you fade me up nice with the sideburns. Got to go vintage mode, 2000s, 90s, late 90s. But 61-51, 10-6. You can't even say Brock had it bad. You beat Nam twice, and you make a finale and lose to Tago in T5. That's a hell of a year, considering Brock was nowhere most of the year till T5. He was a T5 runner. He was last year's Clay. Good year for William Brock. Now, who's he going to play? And stop capping. Stop the cap, Nam. Come on. Cut it out. Stop the cap. Anyway, he's playing Jenna. And Jenna is an interesting player. Plays methodical, right? Had a good D2 championship. Could be someone to watch. But I just, something in my heart tells me this will go 6 because I just think William Brock is a first-round opponent, is a tough draw because Brock plays so much good fade game. His fade control is unbelievable. It's not a style that's easily recognizable off the bat. You're going to have to understand when he gets that mid-tier going, he's lethal. I actually think Brock gets this one and pulls away in 6. He'll get he doesn't like to usually play power play, but he'll know when to do it. A little 0-1 classic, which is nice. We don't usually see those matches ever on the cards. So I'm gonna go Brock. He'll get it home in 6. Then we'll bring up Brock in a second. We'll go to Sanford here. Go ahead. Sanford, what do you think?
Well, obviously, in this case, Brock kind of inherits a matchup where we don't really know what to expect. It's one of those things where we tried to group the DT players with matchups that we thought would give them good shots to at least either play tough, showcase what they can kind of do. But we don't really know what to expect from Jenna in terms of once she gets into an actual tournament. And for Brock, he is going to have to prove that it's not just a one tournament deal because, yeah, he went 9-5, but at the same time, look at what Clay did last year after being a T5 merchant. He's nowhere.
True.
So for Clay, for Brock, it's going to be one of those things he needs to defend and showcase that T5 was not just a fluke.
I will go over to G and then I'll bring up Brock. Go ahead, or bring him up.
I'm going to say out of the matches for people who are getting promoted, this is, in my opinion, the one to watch out for the most. I mean, Jenna really came in strong in the second half of the season, and especially her LCQ run to make it to the DT Championship was a really good showcase of what she's able to do. I'm looking forward to this matchup a lot. I think this is a good pairing for this first round. Brock had a good tournament 5 and popped off there, but I think his Super League could have been a little better, so he's looking for some redemption there. And I think Jenna was able to get promotion, but only got 7th, 8th place finish in the D2 Championship. Wasn't able to do as well as she'd hoped for, but now in D1 she's hoping to do a little bit more here and have a good season. So I'm excited for this matchup. I think this is going to be a really good one to watch out for and potential match of the round.
I will go with my man Art. What do you think, Art? No heat check here coming. Brock, free to come up, by the way.
No heat check, but I think for Brock, he's like, who is this? Who is this person here? Who is this weirdo that I now have to go against? That's probably what Brock's thinking.
That's what Brock always thinks.
Yeah, that's what he's probably thinking. But let's just get this straight in. CPU is off on one thing. It's
Okay.
not gonna go 6. It's gonna go 7. But
Okay.
I still got William Brock advancing.
The Rock cooking. Yeah, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, you got it there. Eh.
Yeah, Brock might be AFK. I'll try to give him a ping. Can I? Let me see. I'm gonna try something. I don't think this is gonna work, but I'll give it a try.
Should work.
No way it works. There's no way. I'm DM calling him right now on my second device while he's in the call. Hey, William Brock, this is KT, man. I'm just gonna leave you a voicemail here. You're free to talk about your match, okay, buddy? Sometimes these fake voicemails work, but anyway, hope that works. Anyway,
I mean, you could
classic,
just ping them
man.
in the chat.
What was that?
I said you probably could just ping them in the chat.
Oh, yo, Brock, you there? Oh, okay. Yo, you're on YouTube right now. What's your thoughts on playing Jenna? Jenna.
If he's talking, we're not hearing him through your end.
Looking forward to it. Are you still in the VC, man?
Yeah.
Well, come on up on stage. We'll get you up on here. We'll get you up on stage. Come on up. How does that even work, man? That's crazy. I was on 2 separate... Yo, Brock, come on up, man.
Because when it's 2 devices, it doesn't count as the same call.
That's crazy, man. That's probably one of the craziest. There you go, Brock. Yeah. Well, I guess we're on 2 devices,
sure
man.
I would be able to do it through like computer, and then I could do one through a phone if I was in a different.
Brock, your thoughts on playing Jenna, man? It's a little Georgia versus Tennessee battle. Good old college rivalry. What do you got?
Well, I mean, now that you put it that way, I'd say this matchup is going to be pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, gonna control the fade, right? That's one of your biggest things. Control the fade, a little ammo control. What'd you say?
No, yeah.
Hey, you know what? A little Rocky Top versus what is it? What do you guys have? Rocky Top versus
Well, let's see. There's
Bulldog Nation.
Glory to old Georgia.
Yeah. You know what? Well, SEC battle. We'll see. It should be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good game. I think this could have a lot of potential. So, your thoughts on the season overall, bro? What are you looking forward to? Obviously, like I said, you beat Nam twice in a year. You made a Final Four and into a finale in T5. What are you looking at? How are you gonna run it back? What do you got?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. I guess just pretty much do the things I've been doing last season. Only difference maybe just try to gain a little more composure and maybe try and think outside of the box.
Okay. That's a fair comment. We'll see what Brock can do coming in. Brock, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Can't wait to see what you do on the table, my friend. Stream game. Gonna be a good one for sure. Thank you, Brock. Appreciate you, bro.
Looking forward to it.
All right, man. All right, so this next matchup will be the last match of the top half of the bracket, and it's going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. I have a lot of faith in this match because it's a guy, in my opinion, is going to pop off the table. Seth Cole is going to pop off the table. I mean, if you weren't there for Monday, no offense, short, but you kind of got cooked.
I'm fired.
Sorry.
I know it. I'm fired.
Yeah, sauteed and grilled on that one. Sorry to say. Seth Cole, a little choppy, right, boss? What do you mean?
Voice not firing me. What the hell, man?
I'm sorry, man, but I'm sorry about that. Just Seth, a little choppy, huh?
Firing me, man. What the hell?
You're fired.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, Seth Cole is gonna cook this year off the table. You know, he's one of the best I have ever seen in terms of commentating, just off the bat, and just knew what to do. He's got a great rhythm. Caesar can't wait for his streams. We know he's going to cook as a streamer. He's got a lot more input. 6-5, 35-35. You can't get much more even than that. And a good old V for sure in the veteran class, moving up from the formal sophomore class. He's in the call. He's going to be playing Nick. And Nick had a really good season, man, in terms of the KT Classic. A little mini season in the preseason. Did a good job getting to the finale. but he thinks he can do some big things this year. He's going to start it off with an interesting match with Seth. I think this is going to be a really good match. I like how the fact that Seth Cole plays a style where it's not too OG, but it also relies on the wild card, which in the past has been a winning formula in March. Winning on the wild card was a winning formula, but it's the new bot. So I don't know. This is interesting. We'll get Nick up here. I think this one goes 7. I actually think Nick will get a lot of momentum on this game, but I'm going to have to go with the CPU. I think Seth pulls it off. I think a lot of respect between these two guys is coming, though. I don't see a world where there's no disrespect. These guys know each other from a distance, right? Nick obviously will probably get a chance to commentate with Seth at some point. So if you haven't commentated with Seth, it's going to be a good ride. He's going to be that good. Trust me.
It is a good ride.
He's got the questions. Phenomenal. Sorry, Short. But anyway, sorry, G. But Short's a good. Short G. They'll be still in D2. Short will still be EPing though. JT needs all the EP help he can get. Trust me. Seth gets it done in 7. We'll start it off. We'll bring up Nick, and we'll go to Ard right here. We'll go to Ard. Actually, go to Sanford, then we'll get Ard. We'll get Nick up here. Ard, bring up Nick. Go ahead.
Well, for this one, obviously Nick has experience as a 12 seed in March. That's exactly where he was last year when he upset Ghost in round 1. So, in a way, probably you could look at we seeded him properly last year. It doesn't mean that he can't do it again. I'm always going to kind of defend my boy Seth, though. Truthfully, it should be a good matchup. I don't think Seth's going to come in necessarily worried too much about Russ. Usually it's kind of he shows up and does his business way how he needs to. So these are two players who both won last year in March. I think Seth. Well, it's going to be interesting to see whether or not either player here can make that step up. Seth trying to make a step up to where he can be a more prominent player in the top 25, try and kind of get out of that mid-tier area. Nick, for him, just probably try and see if he can't just garner any interest inside the top 25, because realistically, after the T2, he was nowhere, because at that point, you get 2-3 games under 500, you're not going to be anywhere close.
Or what do you think on this one? This is an interesting game. What do you think is going to happen here? You know Seth. You know Nick.
Well, you know how you said the no disrespect thing?
Yeah.
I'm unfortunately going to have to throw some disrespect.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Because, let's see, Nick, I haven't forgotten about you trying to disrespect me. And really, that don't fly. You can try to be all these other people trying to disrespect me, and I will have two pairs of Texas-sized boots, and they'll go somewhere that you won't like.
Oh.
Oh boy. Art throwing that heat down there. You got a name.
Do not think that, I'm just gonna sit back and just think you're gonna just try to play those games with me. No. You don't play those types of games, because I will go full on Texas style on you. Now, I will say this, your Uno capabilities might be good, but they will not be good enough to get you a win. I say Seth will win this, but in a gentleman's sweep.
Going with Seth in 5. Okay. Nick, what do you think on this match? You've obviously played Seth. You've seen Seth from afar, right? He's had some interesting matches. He's an OG of this league in terms of 2023. He came at the tail end. What do you think you're going to do? You had a great preseason, I will say. What are you looking forward to here?
First and foremost, OHIO, Ohio State 2024 national championship winner. Shout out to the Ohio State Buckeyes. Second of all, Seth's an OG type of player. I'd say that this is a pretty good draw for me. He's definitely beatable, but I have a lot of respect for him, being one of the OGs of the league, really helping out on the back end, being on the commentary crew. So, we'll see how things shake out. It'll be non-streamed. I think non-stream is just generally better for the game that I try to play. So we'll see how things shake out. I have a lot of confidence that I'll be able to shock a lot of people this season because I feel like I'm playing my best Uno that I've ever played right at this moment, and the momentum is only going to get better from here.
It could, man. It could. You never know with Seth. He's a guy. There's a reason why he's on that green wild, right? He loves that wild card. So we'll see what Seth can do.
For sure.
Round
For
one.
sure.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, my man. Could be a great matchup. Another good 5-12,
Yeah.
4-13. We'll punchline there. We'll see how it goes. You got, of course, New York, Ohio, OHIO, as he said, and then of course a little Rocky Top versus the Bulldog, good old Georgia down there in the South. Southern Showdown with Brock and Jen.
Yep, for sure. Looking
All
forward
right,
to it.
thank you, Nick. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. All right, there's the top half. We got Washington, we got Oklahoma, we got a little Illinois, got a little Cali. As I said, a little SEC, Georgia, Tennessee, and the only 10 I see here will be on New York and OHIO.
Oh my goodness, KT, never make that again.
Didn't like that one?
That one is so overused and overrated.
I get 10s off the table. Anyway, let's not
Ye-
short seeing
that
those 10s.
one was overrated.
Short seeing those 10s, right, Short?
Yes, sir, boss.
Yes, sir. Anyway, we're not going to go into that. Anyway, let's keep it roll. Let's keep it right. Nah, cut it out there, Joey Gladstone style. Anyway, next matchup. Well, he was teetering on a lot of things and a lot of emotions. Good Lord. Last year, it was a disappointment, as he said, in terms of Super League for Christian Tago. But can you really complain? He won 13 games. He won Space September. He rocked our socks in Mars and all the planets. By the way, last Saturday night, all the planets aligned in the solar systems in the sky. That was beautiful. Fortunately, I couldn't get a good picture, but I did see it with my own eyes. It was a beautiful moment. So for Christian Tago, yeah, I think he's going to have a good year. Moving up the Legends, 13-5, 75-56. Of course, Masquerade May, he took care of business with the bronze to start off his medals, and then, of course, he won the tournament in Space September. Didn't have much to say about Super League. Brad took him to business. Cool, but he still did a good job. And then for H, man, I don't know where to begin with H, man. I know Yepez is going to call me out on this because I've been the biggest H fan for years, but I think it's just time to drop the H monster, man. I haven't seen enough for him to say he's going to make it happen. And this is a very, very difficult draw. Tago in the building here tonight. Yeah, I'm not giving H much of a chance. I'm gonna agree with the computer. The computer's right. It will be 4-2. Only because Tago's got to get the rust off. But I just don't see enough from H. He's not going to have enough. Caesar will get the preview, but I think it's all Tago here, 4-2. I think Tago will get up to speed with the bot. He'll get those gremlins out of here at practice and whip the old snapper and get back in there. Catch a good fish. All right, we'll go to Christian Tao, bring him up, or bring him up. For that, we'll go to Charles Sanford to start with the matchup previews.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say here. H gets this draw because he just narrowly avoided the relegation tournament. 1-5 last year. You're looking at a person who, through 6 tournaments, they've got 2 wins. So it's one of those things. We gave him a 10 seed last year, didn't know what he exactly had. Looks like maybe it's just kind of not there right now. Probably, hopefully, there's just some distractions. He'll go and he can play his way out of this hole to start the year. But I should say, there. Yeah, maybe he'll play his way out of this hole. But realistically, I think for him, based on what I saw last year, for H, it's more going to be just trying to avoid the relegation tournament again. For Tago, it's just about trying to build on what he did last year, because Tago last year, where did this come from? Like, realistically, we're talking about a person who couldn't even beat KT when KT had 1 card start that he could use. That was it. So
on vacation.
While on vacation. So to say that Tago was going to be a 13-game winner last year and make Super League, I would have called you crazy. So it was a great season. He's looking to back it up here. Gets a 2 seed in the top 8. Just means that, unfortunately for him, obviously that comes with the expectations now that you're going to do it, and it doesn't give you a whole lot of leeway in terms of building a resume. You're just kind of hoping that who you beat in this one then does good in T2. So yeah, kind of like that.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be interesting. We'll go to Art, then we'll go to Tago here. What do you think, Art? Christian Tago versus H. What you got?
Can I say a little something towards H here? Nothing
why not?
bad. Basically, I wanted to just say this to H, man. If he watches this back, basically, he needs to try to do something here. Because right now, the chances of him showing off and proving to us that he is meant to be here, I'm sorry to say, it's starting to run out.
Nah, he's not wrong there. You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong, and really, the sucky thing is, your first opponent of this year is Tago. This is a recipe for disaster, and I think this recipe is not going to end well. And unfortunately for H, he's going to get swept.
Heat check. Not a bad. I'm not even gonna lie. Ain't even a bad prediction. No, Tago, your thoughts on H? Obviously, you had some rust a little bit, but you kind of rubbed it off with practice. What are you looking forward to playing? It's gonna probably be a late game anyway, because let's face it, H is on PST. Your thoughts on this? You like the late games anyway.
Yeah, honestly, late games are the best for me in terms of my schedule. Honestly, I mean, pretty excited. I don't think I've played H before. I'm expecting good things. I appreciate Ard predicting a sweep, because maybe then I'll have a sweep that I can be proud of. Although, I mean, I don't know. H hasn't really made a name for himself that I've seen, so we'll just see. We'll see what happens.
H is going to be interesting. What are you going to do, man? How are you going to run that back? What's your expectation? I know you talked about winning 15 games as a possibility. Maybe in our tournament. What do you think? What do you think you got to do to take the right steps in March, starting off? Not just H, but your region as well. You'll see here in a second.
Well, for one thing, making it out of the first round, because I know last season I immediately got out after losing to Chalmik. Very poor showing for me personally. But yeah, honestly, first step is, just getting out of the first round. And then from there, doing what I have to do. Getting, hopefully, most of my games ending in 7 if I end up losing, and winning as soon as possible. Hopefully get another tournament win under my belt and get back into Super League.
That's all you can ask for, man. We'll see what happens come the BKK in 2025 when we get to September and in late August. So appreciate you, my man. Looking forward to the season. Good to see you on the stream as well, man. Who knows? That late night will probably have to be somebody. Maybe Short, you might take this one, man. You might get rehired. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Short, good job. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Off the unemployment line, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh man.
No, for you.
Ah.
Come on, Ard.
Shut up, Ard.
You're so
Anyway.
Get out of
fired.
here, Ard. Get
You're
out of
so
here, Ard.
fired. You're so fired.
Don't talk to me, Ard. Get out of
You're
here.
so fired.
Nah, we all fun and game. But no, all joking aside, man. Tago, thanks, my brother. We'll see you soon, my man. See you there. In the words of Brad.
Yeah, Short would actually get a good stream with me this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's not hope for something stupid with the bot, right?
Yeah, maybe I'm cursed. Maybe I need
Let's
to
hope for 4 more plus 4s.
Yeah, Ard, you want me to still be fired? Okay, G gets to take my place now. You want that?
Oh no, 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 no. Never bring that up again, or else I'm gonna never
You better
do
stop
it.
talking about me being fired then, because that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't do late nights. Our Pops has got to go to bed. Anyway, so does Seth and JT. Ironically, I shouldn't even say anything.
That's fun here.
Anyway, let's keep it rolling. Thank you, Tago. Appreciate you, man.
Anytime.
All right, next up will be an interesting game because it's a game that, in my humble opinion, that you know what, this is a sleeper game. I don't want to say too, but this is a sleeper game personally for me because this certain guy, will wait for Short to put the bracket out so you can see that. He has a lot of really good success in the first round, and I think this could continue. And I'm talking about none other than my man, Carson Gum. Now, will he have the stickiest gum on the table? We'll see. But for Carson, he won the old retired now sophomore class, had a good season, 6-win season, 34-29, beat Logan twice was his highlights, and Caesar as well. Caesar probably wants to forget about that last March. Sorry, Caesar. Still one of the most confusing wins of all. I don't know how you still lost this. Still confusing to me, but I was there in V, so how did he lose this? But anyway, playing the probably one of the best cards in the league, in my opinion, 100%. If you don't like this card, you capping. Larry Huo, great card. We updated it, by the way. You'll see it with the pre. How can you not love the gunpoint action? That 3D looking thing right there. And Uno match, pull up to the fight, right? Pull up to the old saloon, see what you got, right? And I love that. It's good. It's good leverage for any match. But for Carson and Lara, I think the thing is Carson just has a knack. Yes, I am. He knows it. He knows it. He's trying to get those demons out. Come on now. But I think Carson's going to be a guy that actually will perform very humbly this year. I think he could be a sleeper. Unfortunately, I don't. Sanford AFK.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Sanford would know more about Carson because he's his boy. But I think Carson wins this game 4-2. I think Carson gets the job done because the only thing I'm going to say about Lara, well, I think Lara will probably be one of the best scheduler because he does that great schedule. I don't even know what to call it, timeline he gives. I think Carson just has too much in the tank. He really cooks in T1 normally. I call him K Money. I'm going to call him Cash Money, K Money. He's got the K, the Carson is. I'll give him that. I'll stick with my fellow K Dog. Go Carson 4-2. Sanford, you here? You're still eating that dinner? I think it's dinner. We'll go to Ard.
This is an interesting matchup. Not because of the players, really, but how this could go. Because I think it could go either way. I don't know. Really, really good one here. I think this one will actually go 7. But I'm going to have Carson pull a win.
Carson pull away?
Carson pulls out the win.
Huh? You
What?
know, Carson has a lot of. I think what people don't understand is Carson has a lot. Oh, Caesar popped off.
Caesar with the PTSD. He's here. He's here. He's in the audience.
JT, you did this.
I didn't mean to do that, Caesar. Come on, baby, come back. Anyway, no.
Come on, Caesar.
You did this to him.
Nah, he probably. Please don't tell me his internet problem. Let's not have preseason internets.
No.
Not that again. That's even worse.
Caesar internet mid-season form.
Oh no! That's even worse than the Carson loss. No one.
No,
not the internet. Not the internet. Carl, the internet.
Hold on. I got something.
Damn it! Not the internet.
Oh.
Hold on.
Wah, wah, wah.
All right. Anyway,
that was played on stream, Ard. I hope you're happy.
Oh.
That was
okay.
Oh, Caesar.
It's okay. I will get you an ice cream after.
Oh, Caesar.
Ard and Caesar are good. They're good mates. They know what's going on. Ard will probably appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Caesar. I appreciate that.
Told you, called it. The read KT and read form already. We're already reading. This is crazy.
God. The School of Reads is back open from winter break.
Has it ever left? Ashley Brad probably have PTSD after.
Caesar, that compliment you gave me was so nice.
Jesus. Kind of like a spiritual one.
After all, it was in the nicest way possible.
All right. Anyway, Could be a good one. Carson Lara could be an underdog story for both. They got a lot of underdog potential. All right, next game, we're going to throw G back into the mix. And we're going to start it off with, oh, man, everyone's fan favorite. This guy is Mr. Excitement Dose. I say there's one guy probably a little more exciting than him, but he's right there. Toaster guy. Crikey, man. Crikey. I love this guy. Crikey. Stand back, Sean. Have a size of this beauty. Right, and I think Toaster Guy, coming into this game, I expected him to have a lot of sausage eggs, huge breakfast, big breakfast guy. I think he's going to load it on the house with the hash browns, breakfast, you name it. He's going to cook it. That's going to be old Toaster Guy. And he plays the most cracked out style. I know Nick loves his style. Everyone loves Toaster Guy, man. How can you hate this guy? He's a fun-loving dude, loves toast. He'll butter the biscuit, right? Let's go there. But anyway. For toast, he plays I'm hungry. Maybe I should eat some toast. Yeah, you never know. Just make sure you don't glaze that toast too much. Anyway, for the match he's got... What's that?
I'm getting some strawberry jam. Hold on.
Nice. Fantastic.
Excellent. Get some Vegemite.
Yeah, Vegemite crikey. Come on now. Art. Anyway.
Yeah,
for
that's
toast,
disgusting. That's so disgusting. Why would you say that?
Yeah, it ain't. Sorry, Fitz. I had it one time. It was okay. It wasn't my cup of tea. And I like foreign food, but not my cup of tea. But anyway, he'll play Nightwalker, and Night similar to almost Hockey, House Money. I guess we can almost say this was off of Eli, though. More off of Eli, just pro player not being here. We wish him wherever he's at right now the best. But yeah, I think this game is just kind of a crack show waiting to happen for Toaster Guy. Anytime you play him, it's a crack show. I think Knight's my buddy. I call him Knighted for a reason, but I know both guys respect me a lot. It's hard to pick. It's like picking a son. I'll go Toaster Guy because the CPU picks 4-2. I think the one thing about Toast, if he gets you to Uno, he hopes to crack like an egg. I think that will continue. We'll go G on this one. G, your thoughts on Knight? You've seen him a lot for sure.
I think the biggest thing about Knight for me is that when it comes to clutch moments, he'll know how to perform. Take a look at his Acoustic August run back in D2 last season, where he pretty much had to win that tournament to make the D2 championship. And lo and behold, that's exactly what he did. And he did not have an easy path whatsoever. He had to beat a few really good opponents to get there. D2 championship didn't go quite his way, but he still makes it up on D1 due to the way the promotion system works with the dropouts. But I think for Knight, he has a good look on the numbers, and overall, I think he's going to be very motivated to get the job done because he was pretty bummed at the end of last season where he felt like he wasn't going to get promotion, but still ends up getting it because, again, of the dropouts. But I'm looking forward to this match. I think this will be another good one, and I'm excited to see what Knight's going to bring D1.
All right, very good. We'll go over to Sanford. You back now from dinner?
Yeah.
Your thoughts on Carson Lara real quick? Obviously, that's your brother, Carson. I'm sure you know him very well.
Yeah.
Ubisoft days.
Plus, with Carson, the part that didn't get thrown out there, really, at least I didn't hear it. You talk about people like Ard sometimes, where it's like first round merchants. Carson very much was that too last year. I mean, look at what happened. Yeah, his best term was March. That was also, I think, the only time he made it out of the round of 32, and he's like one round of 64 exit on a fluke. So for Carson, he's usually pretty good on getting through to the first through the first round. And really, actually, the 7 seed is more of a showing of just how deep the field was ahead of him, and basically the nature of the rankings that they happened, because Carson last year was statistically a like almost perfect 5-6 seed, but because none of those wins were ever really all that good in retrospect, never ended up on the rankings. So he gets hindered here a little bit into a 7 seed. For Lara, it's trying to build on what was an all right year. I mean, I'll say 3 wins is nothing to sneeze at. There are people that definitely couldn't even get close to that. So Friend of the North there is trying to kind of build on it, maybe throw their way into the top 25 mix. But well, let's see. I'm going to definitely favor Carson for that matchup, just because he is so good in round 1. Look ahead to the other matchup then that we just got here. it's hard to really say much about the D2 people. Obviously, didn't get a chance with the way my schedule was. Just wasn't really gonna be able to see a whole lot of the D2 games. Got to see. That's why getting to see their styles at least a little bit before was beneficial to try and help seed them properly. And I think for him, this again, it's what I've said about all the D2s. We try to give him as most beneficial of a matchup as we could. And I think this is one of those that we did pretty well on, truthfully. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this one goes, and I wouldn't rule out Knight being able to get the upset.
Boss?
What? What's going on?
I don't know where KT went.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yo, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my bad. My internet went from 5 to 2.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. Well, while your internet's doing that, I will throw this one comment I saw in there.
Whatever.
Caesar's having internet issues. I'm very much glad I chose Mac in that one when I was looking back at the easy polls.
Well, my internet, I think I got to reset. Yeah, that'll be. Toaster is he's a good guy. He's a good guy. I think Toaster guy he'll put in a fight. I think he's just such a hard player. It's a read, right? That will give him a little advantage, but we'll see. Now this last matchup, it's this one's hard. This one's hard, man. This one's hard to really reveal because it's a guy that I have a lot of respect for, but he's got to make some better comments, man. I talked to him a little bit. I love Vape. He's a great guy. I love Vapor. I'm always going to be a Vapor fan, but I hope I'm going to give him a little, not really a heat check, but I want Vapor to know, man. Like, look, just because the league is changing and we're not back to the OG days, right? We lost that redacted. I know how much he had a lot of respect for him, but those days are over, man. I'm not going back, right? We're only supposed to be going forward. And I know when we had that good conversation last Friday, like, look, we'll get it together. I want your last season to be great. This is scheduled last year. We don't know if it's confirmed, but scheduled last year. It's one of the only. Actually, it is the only 6-11 game that's streamed. So we'll see. Vapor had a good year last year. He lost the. He lost the Brock, but I don't know if he lost that game or he fell into the trap of, let me light switch it all the time and try to be like Tago. And, it worked for Tago, but it just didn't work for him. I think he got caught up in the drama. He had a good season, but it was just too much of a resume deflator. He had wins of Eric was there, Payne Faust before Payne decided to just be a fool on scheduling. Partially was our fault, partially was his. I don't know. I hope Vape has a good season. He's going to go against Steven, the D2 champ. This is a good game. We don't have many games. This is the only game streamed of the 6-11 one because Steven played in the championship and won it.
In the Super League.
And he got the Super League. Yeah, D2 champ and went to Super League. We have to give him a stream. That's why the first region only has 3. Battle the green, yellow 6. We have the green, yellow 4 with A. Rogers and Cap with the 4s. I'm going to go Vapor. It's going to be more of a sentimental pick. I'm going to go with the CPU. The one thing Vape has a really good job, and he's really known for it, is ammo control. Maybe not so much he's known for the light switching, which is kind of correct. But if he gets back to that ammo control Uno where he played against Charles Sanford in a sick game 2 years ago and knows how to play, I think this is going to be a sneakily good game. G, I was saying G's going to say something over Steven. G, your thoughts on Steven and your thoughts on Vapor's final year. What do you got?
I think for Steven, it's interesting because he made the Final Four in the first 2 tournaments at D2, so he got off to a really good start, but then didn't really do much in this back half of the season. But come D2 championship time, he really turned it on and was able to make it all the way to the winners finals before losing the background there, but was able to use the double elimination format to make his way back and be able to win in 2 sets in grand finals and a phenomenal first set, which, if you have not seen that match on YouTube, I highly suggest checking it out. That was probably one of the best matches of the season for that first set. But for Steven, he's I said this about Goldie before, but I think this applies to Steven even more. He's someone who really knows how to adapt to the opponent, and he could do it on the fly pretty quickly. He does have some slight composure issues at times, but it hasn't really deterred him too much. But overall, I think Steven is going to be in an interesting spot coming into the season. I think he has a solid first round matchup here that's really going to give a good test for him and potentially a good start to the season depending on how the matchup goes. But we'll see. Vapor's definitely not going to go down without a fight, but I think this is a matchup that could be slightly favorable for Steven.
All right, we'll go over to my man, Charles Sanford, and we'll go to Art. Sanford, your thoughts on this one? Steven, obviously the highest guy from D2 and 11th seed.
Yeah, and he's the guy who definitely basically took advantage of what the format was. So he goes 0-2 in Super League, and because of that, allows himself to be in a higher spot. It wasn't good. He would have been on that 13 line if it wasn't for that. So a little bit of a good, favorable draw in that sense as well, because he's getting someone who, in a way, kind of was like another one of those. He's another one of those he's tough to play in the first round. Because as you see, 6-5 record. I can't think if I'm trying to think back to last year and figuring out if I think he didn't actually lose in the first round, but the problem was he always lost in the second round, or like all but once lost in the second round. It's one of those he just never really was all that good in terms of like just separating himself out. And as such, he also ended up being in there's a lot of spots where he wasn't even in anyone's top 32, let alone top 30. So from that regard, kind of lucky that he gets a 6 seed, if I'm being honest. But at the same time, it's hard to say that he doesn't deserve it when he was getting to round of 32s a lot. So I think this one goes Steven's favor, or at least the draw is in his favor. We'll see how well it is on paper, or in action, as opposed to also just on paper.
What do you think, Artie? Vapor, obviously, interestingly, in his last retirement tour, Swansong, and then Steven after a crazy D2 championship in the Super League. What do we got?
Well, you didn't even ask me about my opinion on the last matchup, which I had to flip a coin, and I had Toasty winning in 7.
Oh, I did. My bad. You good? You could tell we're getting to the end.
Yeah. Now for this one, I had to also flip a coin because I think this one will also go 7. And when I flipped that coin, I had the upset. And I think I'm going to agree with that. We will have announced that Faber will not begin his retirement season with a win. Unfortunately, it will be taken away from him real early.
Okay. Vapor, it's a wake-up call, man. He's going to have to throw something into the kitty. I know Short, give this one a short. Shorty's your boy, right? But he's got to wake up here, right? His season last year was ups and downs and downs. He never was. Obviously, the most gut-wrenching loss for him was that pack loss. That was, I don't even know how that happened that day. That was crazy.
That definitely. I mean, love the guy, but I can't overlook those things about Vapor. Definitely. He's definitely got to learn to turn it around. But yeah, final season, at least we believe. So we'll just have to see how we can improve, and obviously full bot coming in for him first time as well. That could change some things. We've seen some things change with that, with change of the platform. That's always something you got to take into account. And that is same thing also for Steven, the D2 champ. Played it full in Super League, but now in a D1 regular format. So, and yeah, obviously not the greatest Super League from Steven, but not the worst either for someone coming in fresh either.
Notable people have done 0-2 in Super League.
I'm saying not the worst because DJ was in Super League. Yeah, but it'll definitely be an interesting matchup and good one for the 6-11 for sure.
Only stream game of the 6-11 line. Only stream game. It's not a 1, 2, 3, or 4 seed. So that's be interesting. We'll go to the full bracket now, and of course we have Oklahoma with a little Washington. Battle of interesting states there. Old classic rivalry in CFP. And of course we got a little Illinois versus Cali. West Coast a little bit repping. Of course I talked about the SEC showdown with Tennessee versus Georgia. Seth Cole and Nick will chop it up with OHIO and New York. Vapor in Utah. This could be the last year we say that. There's not any Utah players, I believe, from D2 Eaters. He's the only one representing. Nope. Canada. This is it. And then we got a crazy matchup of England versus New Zealand. That's going to be a crikey show.
Crikey.
Hopefully the time zone's better. And then Canada again with good old Hera. And Texas. Deep state of Texas there. Hard Texas for Art and Carson. And then Christian Taga, a little New York Cali battle to cap it off in the 215. So we've reached the final region.
Only
it's the final countdown.
You know
What?
the 16 people that are in it.
Only
Yeah, we now know it. It's the final countdown. I'm not gonna do it.
Sharp 90 minutes on the clock. Go.
No,
Anyway.
no. Hey, KT.
Yo,
no,
it's
the final brain cell.
Yeah, you good point. I'm kind of fried. Anyway, let's get to it. Number 1 seed. He obviously finished P4 in good old Super League. It's Tapir, and Tapir is back with his generator. I'm sure charged up with extra batteries.
Extra 9 volts.
9 volts. You know, Tapir, what a season. You know, he had a cranky old time, I guess you could say. Right? He won whatever it was the win D2. He won 10-0, perfection. We're never going to see that again. I think Short and I were talking. We're not going to see that again. There's no way someone's going to run it back twice.
I'll make this quickly. I just don't, and G, if you want to weigh in on that as well, I don't think you're going to see, especially with the format changes, with the field getting bigger, I just don't think you're going to see a run like Tapir had in D2. I just don't see a way you could possibly do that. Winning back-to-back tournaments, not losing, and now the series are longer, more power play involved. I just don't see him doing that. G, over to you.
I mean, yeah, in D2, Tapir went an unheard of 10-0 on the season, which I mean was 2 tournaments. And again, he moved up to D1 mid-season. I don't think that's something we're ever going to see in the league again. So, the fact Tapir was able to do that.
Well,
Yeah, not to mention also the fact that he, even with the technically his 2 wins not counting towards postseason eligibility, he went out and won T4 and D1. So technically he ended the season with 3 tournament wins, which is absolutely insane. But for Tapir, very good player. He had a phenomenal season last year, but now he's running the full D1 schedule this time, so we'll see how he adapts to that. But I think he's in store for another good season, especially if he could do anything similar to what he was able to do last season with how well he did D2 and carry over that success to the D1.
We'll see what Tapir will do as well. New number. He's going to be Dawn to 13 play. Well, he gets a rematch, and the rematch is his first ever match in D1. James Ellison, and I can't wait for Art to say and Sanford what to say about Ellison.
What boy.
Good Lord. I
feel like I'm going to be sharing that sentiment.
I don't know, man. That Shaman game where he had everything under the sun, he lost it. I just lost all respect for him after that. I really hope he can rebound because he's a good dude. I like the guy a lot, but ammo control needs to be the number 1 thing he needs to work on to have any success. With that being said, Tapir goes 2 for 2 on James. It's a battle of a new number change. James moved to 24-13. I just don't see a world where Tapir loses this game. Too much Tapir in this one. Give me the 4-1. What do you got, Sanford?
Yeah, I don't see any way that Ellison wins this one either. Ellison's a good pal of mine too. I haven't seen enough of anything to think that Ellison avoids even the relegation tournament again. Like I said, he's one of those that I try to share some insight, hey, what goes through Super League players' mind when going through a match, and I don't think I saw any of that element at all at any point. So it looked like he still played very much a similar style to what he was playing before, and it just did not work. So, too much Tapir easily, and for Allison's sake, I hope it's at least just close, so that way maybe he plays his way out of a 16 seed, maybe has some positive momentum and some positive mindset, really, because mindset almost is another killer that Ellison ends up having when playing an Uno game.
Positivity, man. Needs some positivity. Hard, what do you think here? Is this going to be a heat check for James? Oh, boy. John?
Art?
Heat check, Art?
Oh. Hey, Sanford. I know you were trying to be positive here, but let's face the cold hard truth here.
I don't
Okay.
think I was that positive on it, truthfully.
Oh,
He
no
was lighter
one
than
is,
you're
man.
going to be, is what he
Yeah,
means.
yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. You try to be on the lighter side. I'm not.
Of course
I'm
not.
sorry,
Of course not.
yeah, KD, you know how I'm gonna be. My goodness,
course.
James Ellison is about the equivalent of Cody Smart playing Uno,
Oh,
Damn.
God.
and that just says something. Like, come on, they're both kind of like chickens without their head, with their head being cut off. My
Oh,
goodness,
yeah.
they're running
Got it.
all over. They're running all over the place. They're bumping into stuff. They are so uncoordinated. It is ridiculous. It basically them trying to figure out how to play a simple game of Uno is just laughable. It's a joke. And Ellison, you get the worst case scenario facing Tapir. Welp, I guess Ellison's about to become a Cybertruck
Oh,
and
wow.
basically become the equivalent of being a trash can.
Damn.
You're about to get swept so badly, you might just want to go get a paper bag like the people out there in Cleveland do, and put eye holes
God
in
damn.
it and hide your
Rounds.
face. Because you're gonna get swept that badly.
Heat check city. Yeah, I just don't have any faith in Ellison, man. He's a good guy, but sure, you saw that game with John.
That was like if he keeps playing that, I'm surprised that he escaped the relegation tournament. If he keeps playing that pump and dump kind of style, he's never going to win in this league.
I'm just gonna say this one: he's got to go back to what he did against Brad the first 6 games. If he goes back to that, Ellison, he's got a shot. Because what he did against Brad was very good, but then he just turned back the clock for the wrong reasons. I don't know. We'll see. It's a rematch. Tapir is very good in rematches. Just ask Sanford and a couple other people. I think he's played in the past, so in T2, so he knows what to do in a rematch. We'll see if Ellison can make it happen. All right, well, it's time, guys. It's time for the most important moment you've been waiting for. It's everyone's favorite player. I know G can't stand this guy. I personally think he's a good player. He's good for the sport. Love him. Mr. Sharpie 500 is back. Sharpie man, yes sir. Sharpie man. Let's not forget about the sweep, or not the sweep. He took care of business against old Peter Onjak last year. He is the most cracked out character in this league. I'm pretty sure he's so cracked out. Nam is whipping a Sharpie as we speak right now under his desk in the cabinet right there. He's going to pull it out. He's going to pull out the blue raspberry and do a quick huff, knowing him. But yeah, that's ALP, man. He's a crackhead. Everyone loves him for that reason. I think he's just that. He's just ALP, man. What are you going to do? And then he's playing a guy that, look, I've shaken this guy's hand before. I love Clay's my brother, but man, he did me dirty with the fantasy stuff, man. He really did. I hate to go against my bro, but gosh damn, why did he have to do me dirty like that? Left my boys hanging, Brad. And but I did talk to him. He's got a lot going on. Dude works like 7 days a week. I can't really fault him. I hope he gets a new job. Hopefully we meet up soon again so I can tell him some life advice. Practical, of course. I'm just gonna have to say, I hate going against the guy I shook hands with, but I'm going ALP 4-3 over what the computer says. I just don't see a world where it's gonna be money for Clay. I just don't see it. I think ALP plays so cracked out where you got to know how to adapt right on the money, and I think it's going to be all business for ALP. If he gets the job done and continues that March magic where he did against Pete last year, picks up where he left off. Sanford, what do you think? You know ALP, man. Cracked out style. Probably one of the craziest ones in the league, for sure.
Yeah, and stepping into a tournament where this is really where we realized just how unpredictable last year was going to be, because LaPlante, look at what this turnaround is. I mean, he came into this tournament last year as a 16 seed, basically said that it was play in D1 or not play at all. And
yeah, it was crazy.
From the word go, basically proved that, hey, actually he had a point. He kind of belonged. Was hit and miss depending on the tournament. And for that sake, I'm going to probably give a slight edge there. At the same time, Clay trying to pick up where basically try and retune to where he was in 2023, basically. Because mid-year last year, 5-5, doesn't even get a home game here. And it's just a matter of what Clay's actually going to show up.
Or what do you got about this match, man? This is a tough one to read. It's definitely a good 8. It's probably one of the weirdest 8 nights because you got New Jersey versus New Hampshire, and then you got a guy that's kind of wounded duck with Clay with his schedule, and then ALP who's been on another one ever since the start.
Hold on. I'm trying to buy out all the Sharpies so ALP can't sniff them.
Oh boy.
Because I'm sorry, ALP doing that is almost like a certain you-know-who doing a you-know-what.
We all know, yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Doing that is a bad influence on everybody. And I gotta stop that. Okay, now since that's done, now if ALP can actually play the game correctly, yeah, here's the thing. I got nothing good on Clay. Really, I think he has lost momentum. He's basically almost trying to run on fumes on the highway. Really.
Not getting that good MPG.
He's pretty much running. He's basically doing that. So really, I'm gonna go with the CPU because I can't really see Clay pulling out the victory.
Short. I'm gonna go back. Obviously, you've seen ALP matches. They cracked as ever. Yeah, I mean, crack shows.
There are
him and Toasty
screenshots.
Yeah, let's not go to the leaks there. The tapes are very interesting. But let's not go there.
God.
But your thoughts on this match? This is Clay's been an MIA.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting because you have Sharpie Man on one side and you have Clay on the other side, who we thought, a lot of us were talking about. Like you told me, like T5 Clay, he gonna show up. Well, didn't really show up. So I don't know. He's just got to pick up the pieces from last year, get back in the game, get his head back in the game, and he's got an interesting one. I think he's definitely got a shot at him. I don't know which way it's gonna go. Let me check my picks again. I go back down here. I took Clay in this one, but it honestly could go either way. It's a decent draw for Clay, who's trying to pick up the pieces here, and ALP is just going to be crack as usual. So who the hell knows what will happen with him?
Who knows with that one? We'll see how it goes. Let's see what the fans. You guys still here? Thank you for sticking with us. Like I said, this has been a long show. I mean, it's been 3 hours, but we'll see how it goes here. What do you guys think on Clay ALP? Feel free to vote in the easy poll. All right, next matchup. Let's keep it moving right along. This next matchup is probably is going to be a good one. Personally, if we actually get it to happen. We started off with Insane Lane, who's not the same Lane from 1 year ago, and I think Stanford's going to have some nice things to say. This guy was a crackhead last year. Starting the year, he lost to DJ for crying out loud on a sweep, and then swept DJ at the end of the year. Took care of business against Seth. He absolutely ran Monkey out of the floors. He had a great year. Great year. Didn't even get upset losing to Stanford in the Super League. He took it with stride. He did a complete 180. Great story. Definitely comeback player if we had that award. But then he's going up against a player that can play mind games when she wants to. Broke out one tournament and then beat Brad. It's M. Of course, M is. I guess Brad and I can understand about that one. We're not gonna go there, but we're kind of embedded to that. But point is, let's just say this game has a lot of potential because M knows how to play mind games. Lane's gonna have to be a little careful. He's gonna have to be careful for this one because he did lose to Radin, where his mind just was off the kilter. So for that reason, I actually got M taking this one a little bit different than the computer. I think this goes 7. I think M's going to play 7, but I am going to go Lane gets the win. But I would not be surprised if this goes 7 because Lane is known for having issues when it comes to mind games. Sanford, you saw it firsthand with him and Rad. Your thoughts? This could be a sneaky game if M can play, for sure.
Yeah, and in all honesty, it's one of those situations. M's coming into this needs to put together just 5 tournaments. Let's be honest. I mean, you see it right there, 2-2 record in a year where the entire field was supposed to play all 5 tournaments. So a lot of DQs. Can she get this scheduled? Lane's not that hard to schedule with, truthfully.
No.
So there is that. Lane's tremendous season in terms of just where did that come from, especially because when he got swept in March, I was looking at that and I'm going, oh boy, he is in for a long year. And turns out maybe it was for the best because, yeah, I mean, he puts himself into Super League, gets a top 12 seed, and this is a guy who started off as a 13 seed. So it looked like we were in the right spot when 13, and turns out we weren't because made that switch to whatever it was that clicked and was off and rolling. So he's looking to probably try and make sure that he can defend that because obviously we saw last year that so many of the 2023 Super League people end up with just a fluke of a first year and couldn't repeat it. And so now he's going to have to be in that spot where he's coming into the season with expectations and he's going to have to live up to them.
We'll go over to Art. Art, your thoughts on this one? Obviously, I'm sure you've had a lot of great things to say about Lane. I'm sure you'll absolutely destroy him with scheduling.
Okay. I don't know. That when we did that interview with him a while ago, that kind of changed my thoughts about him. I think he's one of those like really good dudes.
Oh yeah.
And really got nothing against M, really.
Really? Okay.
Hopefully M can actually make time to do these games because only playing in 2 tournaments really that here's the thing, that's really not showing Kentucky pride. You're not showing Wildcat pride over there.
Well, I will say the one game should have been a win. Monkey should have never got that win. I'm sorry. That was terrible.
Oh wait, yeah,
the SEC matchup.
Oh yeah, it's Alabama versus Kentucky. Well, I am gonna go Lane, and I will say it will be in 7. Very close as well. Really close. I think it'll come down to about 2 to 3 cards.
I like that prediction. Short, you'll have something to say about Lane. Obviously, I know for sure. You thought he was a jerk, and he turned it around 180 for sure.
100%. And I didn't like the guy. First half of the season, he was not a likable character. Remember when he busted onto a reveal show after getting heat checked, and then he was just throwing tomatoes at Ard for whatever reason, whatever he said about him. And then he went out and reverse swept to Pier after coming off the high of the D2 showcase T2 he had, as well as winning April Airwave in D2. But then he really started to look a lot better as a person and as a player. It's T4 on, and he made Super League and he earned it, and he's earned my respect since then. And one other thing on M, I mean, yeah, Monkey should have gotten the DQ loss on that. Come on, Survivor Night, really? And for M, obviously, I mean, it's in and out of her control because I believe the other DQ loss, or maybe it might have been a waiver that she used, was because I think she was kept late at work because she had to cover for someone unexpectedly. It was just kind of bad luck for M, and maybe some not so amazing decisions in hindsight. But I mean, it is what it is. We'll have to see what she does. If she can show up, she can give Lane a challenge. But I'm gonna pick Lane in this one.
Yeah, M had a lot of issues last year. Obviously, the Monkey one, had to show up for late for work, was an issue. T4 and T5, she was supposed to play Yepes, and then, well, Alan needed something. I remember Alan needed something where we needed a 5-day, and Alan needed that day, and M and both Yepes kind of, I let them have. We didn't want to do 6 games in a day, and then the bot broke, and it just was a lot of bad stuff that happened.
It was just honestly unlucky, and maybe not the best decisions by.
I've talked to them. She says she's in, so hopefully she doesn't fail me, right? Please don't. You make myself sad. And Brad. Anyway, let's keep it rolling, though. But next match, I think this one has a lot of upset potential. I really do. Non-streamed, of course. For Bowtie, say what you want. He came on strong, similar to Lane, T4. 6-5, had that win against ALP, and turned to tie. He lost to Nominus. But for Bo, it was a season that there was rumors of retirement, and then there was rumors of what the heck's he going to do, and then he told me after the end of the T5, this is kind of fun, Kay. I want to stick around. And I really did appreciate that, but he's playing a guy that, in my opinion, needs a wake-up call. You just lost your Legends pride. You're now down to the Master. Varigold's got it's make or break. Right? There's been a lot of players like this is it. For me, this is the one guy, make or break. We have given you the new bot. We have given you chains. What else can you... If you can't get it done in this bot, in this version, I got nothing for you. I've been on the Varigold train for a long time. 24K, diamond in the rough, turning the gold. It's got to be now or now. I'm sure Caesar's going to have something to say about this because I know he's been very vocal about gold, similar to me. If it's not now, then when? And that's why I'm going with the CPU here and saying gold pulls the upset. It's a very good sleeper 512. I think it can happen. Give me gold in an upset. The chains comes back. He gets the job done. Stanford will go to you. Caesar, feel for a tap out.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about his fall from grace. I mean, at least G-Man started as a 2, goes to an 11. You're talking about a person who was a 1 seed last year, now is coming into this year, 1 year later is now a 12 seed. So 2 and 5 last year, just absolutely horrible. He's gonna need to try and figure out how to get it done when there's less power play, less games played, less information that he's going to be able to gather, and has to gather the information quicker. For Bowtie, I think it's a matter of trying and figure out how to replicate the success that he had last year. It's a weird year when you look at that 6-5 because that also included like 2 sweeps. So, or I should say 2 times getting swept. So when you look at, if you take that out of the equation, you're looking at a 6-3 season in games where he didn't get swept at least, or didn't have a sweep. So I think both players have potential. It's just a matter of who's going to basically figure out the other person quicker and figure out how to hide their looks the best.
It could be a camo game. What do you think, Camouflage looks? What do you think, Guard? Could be an interesting game. Gold versus Bo.
Look, I heard fall from grace. It hasn't been a fall for grace for the guy that is 24K gold. Because really, it's been fool's gold.
You're not even wrong. You're not even wrong.
It has been fool's gold. You think he's gold? Man, I'm thinking he's more of a dirt block than anything else.
Block. That's good.
Oh, Lord, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
Oh,
You're doing
God.
better now.
That's what I think he's been trying to. He's been playing like it's not that good, and you get thrown into facing off against Bowtie with how the run he's been having. That's my problem here with this game right here alone. Is Gold able to dig back up anything that he had from 2 years ago, or did he just forget where he buried all that stuff? Because, in my honest opinion, I think all you people that are thinking that the CPU has this game correct, I gotta say not so fast.
You going with Bo?
I'm gonna say Bo wins it in 7.
Okay. Toss-up game. Ypez joins us. Yeah, this is an interesting game. Bowtie has a lot to play for in terms of trying to prove people wrong, and then Gold has a lot of. It's going to be a game of put up or shut up in a way, especially for Gold, who dropped that class. What is it?
Said there are 2 gold players.
Well, yellow cards, yeah. Yellow
I-
deuce and.
Oh, I thought he was realistically. I thought he was talking about gold and Goldie.
Goldie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, bingo.
it's getting late, so you got me.
4 games left.
Yeah, reads are kind of. I've been at this for now 4 hours. Okay, anyway, let's go to the bracket now. Top half. So this will be interesting. We got. Yeah, no, I see what you did there. No, both top half recap. Top half recap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, got a recap for the fans that just joined. Pierre versus Ellison, a rematch of T3, T2. Excuse no, was it? Yeah, whatever. It was a rematch. No, T2, right? T2 rematch. ALP versus Clay. Gonna be interesting. New Hampshire versus New Jersey. The battle of the new. SEC again. Kentucky, Alabama should be a good one. And then a little bit of Illinois versus Virginia, right? One of the few Virginia players left because we lost Dayton Smith, we lost England, and yeah, Allen moved to Delaware. So yeah, is Bo the only Virginia player left? Wow, that's crazy. How that tables have turned. Okay, well we'll go to the 215 now. Here we go. Well, I waited all night for this one.
Oh, God.
I'm back, boys. This is my tournament. I love March. I'm not going to name my kid March, but god dang, I love this March. I love this month, but it's not in March. We're in February, so we'll see how it goes. Obviously, you guys know what I can do. 4-time medalist, trophy guy. Took care of business. Didn't have the best Super League. Had a lot of stuff going on. But we're back. We'll see what we can do. Sanford and I trying to run it back for a 3rd time in Super League. We'll see what we can do. Unkin Pops, I guess you call us. I don't know. Whatever. But this match, I actually played this person last year. It was in the same tournament. I believe this is the only March rematch. It's going to be Ryan, Asim Acosta, Ryan, if you know, from NR. Asim. This is a game that we all know how this one went. It was 4-1, and I kind of shellacked them. Yeah, I don't know, man. Acosta's a good. I'm not going to make prediction. The computer says I win. It's a New York, New Jersey battle. Usually those kind of battles I get amped up for. We saw this one. We saw this one last year. It was on leap year. I wish Acosta the best, but it's gonna be an interesting game. That's all I'm gonna say. A little rematch. We'll give this one to Sam. I'm not gonna say much about my match. Sanford, what do you think here, man?
Yeah, this is one that I'm truthfully kind of concerned for. Costa didn't really have many spots he could go in the bracket. And even this spot's not tremendously ideal. For reasons you will see in a moment, or at the bottom of this actually. And so for Acosta, it's a matter of trying to just hope and pray that he can kind of play this tough, get 2 games on the board, try and get out of that 15-16 line area. But this is just going to be almost all KT, I think. You see it there, 1-5. I mean, that's awful.
Yeah,
And
he
that's
kind
his
of
only
squeaked
career
in.
win.
Yeah, it was against Fitzwater.
Yeah,
It's crazy, man.
Oh.
Fitzy's not even here. Anyway, we'll go over to Art. What's your thoughts on this one, man? No heat check here. So what we got?
Yeah, this one, I'm surprised the CPU has it like that. Because in my opinion, this one should not go 5 games. I think it's gonna go 7.
You going with the 7?
I'm going with the 7 games, but I got KT pulling out the win. I think it'll be a good one.
Slytherin, by the way. Slytherin. Always miss the name of my
Slytherin.
But yeah, I think this one's gonna be a battle. I don't think it'll go with a short amount of games. I just, in my honest opinion,
It very well could. You know, rematches have been feast or famine. I've only done a couple in my career. It could, but we'll see, right? Acosta, there's a reason why he escaped in. He does play that long, drawn-out style. That's the one thing I will know. He does play long games. I'll give him that. He'll put you into a ringer of a fight, for sure. All right, next game. We'll keep it rolling here. Caesar, unless you have anything to say in the last games, I don't think so. We'll keep it going. The next game is interesting, man. It's going to be an old 7-10. It's a guy that has made, I guess, some enemies tonight, but he probably don't give a crap. It's my brother Heat Check Ard. Heat Check is in the building. You know, for Heat Check Ard, it was a season last year that he probably would like to forget. It was not the season. Missed the tournament for the first time in his career, but he did beat Peter. He had some shining moments, lost to Peter. I think Gar will be in for an interesting game. For sure. Against my buddy, I know him very well. Drip Trap. Love that guy, old CIMPI. We've been talking about that for years now. We'll see how it goes. Drip, obviously, and not going to be around as much, unfortunately. I know he was the Practice Cup owner with Eli. He kind of co-shared it. But then, of course, Eli had his issues, and then
he did killer news posts when we
had him
on the cup.
I miss Drip, man. He's a fun guy, but he's doing great things with his restaurant. I can't even complain. Good guy for that. He's a good man.
If he had the time and those computer specs, he would be a streamer commentator, like without having to apply. He has the voice, man. It's just a shame that he's got. I mean, hats off to him for what he does in life, but imagine if we could have had him on the team, man. It would be awesome.
I love that guy, man.
Definitely get fired. Yeah, California, man. He'd take that after dark slot right away from me, man. God.
Well, yeah. At this rate, you might as well just not get DJ Curtis in the building too. That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Sounds like it's over already.
Yeah, it sounds like it's over, baby. But Drip gonna be a good game. Well, I know these guys very well. I think the computer's right here. I think the only thing that's gonna give Art a little advantage is Drip is very distracted right now. I did talk to him. He said he'll get a little freer in the summer, which is great, but it's not the summer. It's still February. Summer's May, so that's T3. I think Art gets it done. I think he finds a way. We'll go over to Sanford. What do you think, Sanford? Art's known for the round 1 master classes. Does that continue?
Yeah, it's hard to rule against Ard in the first round, truthfully. It's one of those things for this one. Both players missed a tournament last year. I just don't like where Drip's at in terms of distractions. And with that, it makes it hard to try and really have much faith in him. I think he'll avoid relegation in that eventually he'll probably get into a matchup that he just, even distraction wise, will just be cup of tea for him. But for this one, it's hard first round. I'm never gonna rule against him. Given if he gets up against KT in the second round, it's a different question. Until Ard shows me that he can do something in the second round, it's hard to, or at least on a more regular basis, I should say, it's gonna be hard for me to pick him anywhere other than the first round.
Are your thoughts on playing Drip, man? I think that's a fair assessment. You have been known a round one killer.
Like, facing off against Drip is good. It's good to finally get the play against him. It's just such under the circumstances that we are in. Because really, I would want to face off against Drip when he's at 100%. But in life, you can't get what you want, really. And really, that's what I wanted to see out of Drip, is him be there at his A game, being able to compete. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so I'm sure you want to comment on this match a little bit. You know, we all know Art is look, say what you want, entertainment purposes only. Him as a player, there is a lot of things I personally do in my game that reflects off around, because in my opinion, he's one of the best because he plays mistake free in round one. He doesn't beat himself. It's unbelievable. Your thoughts on this match?
If he can do that if he can do that in the later rounds, he's definitely a threat. And move his way back up to that legend mountaintop where he once was. But overall, though, this is a great pod. Overall, I mean, just amongst the four of you, maybe not as great if Acosta beats you, but I don't think that's going to happen. But either way, it's going to be a good game. Drip may not be what he once was, might not be 100%, but I still think he's going to show up and put on a show. Him and Ard gonna do great, and I think if it wasn't clear to the audience by now, unless in some crazy world Acosta wins, it's gonna be a stream game round two, no matter who comes out. It's KT, Ard, or Drip. Ard against Ard or Drip. It'll be a stream game, no doubt about it. It's either KT Ard classic matchup or KT Drip FBI CIA Lockhorns. It's gonna be great. Honestly, everything's great. Ard.
Everything is great in this
region. KT up for that Toby Keith song there.
What's that?
Said setting KT up for that Toby Keith song right there was short.
Yeah, possibly, man. Well, we still got a couple more to go, and well, let's get to that right now. In this next match, you kind of see where we cooked out. What's that?
I said, gee, I wonder who it could be.
Yeah, I wonder who it could be, other than, as Cody Smart likes to say, Unc Sanford. Oh God.
This half is just so crazy.
I mean, Clint still hasn't shown up.
Clint's a fool, man. 0 win season for Clint. 0 win.
You know where Clint? You want to know where Clint is? He's probably in the middle of the ocean doing nothing.
You're not even wrong. Anyway, you ain't wrong there. Sanford comes in, obviously, with a great year last year, made a Final Four, lost the third place game to Lane. But, he's been at he's got 2 silvers on him. 12-8 last year, 68-54. All-time winningest player, all-time amount of starts. It's Charles Sanford, man. You know what's up with that. And he goes against G's favorite D2 promoter, right? Camaro Man 55. Oh my God.
G or K's favorite?
G. It's a joke.
Oh, G's favorite, huh?
No, I still like Camaro. He's just a little chaotic sometimes.
Camaro's a good dude, man. There's the old joke, Will Sanford. Oh, fans love Camaro Man 55. But honest to God, this is a tough draw, man. This is a real tough draw for Camaro. Sanford is very hard on your first ever career D1. You're getting the most experienced guy of all time here. I think if Camaro had another 3C, I would have actually this one. I think is going to be 4-1 Sanford. I don't see a world where Sanford's going to let up here. What do you think, Sanford? I know it's the Golden State battle, Cali on Cali show, but what do you think?
basically what this matchup has going for it, truthfully, is that it's the California battle. So from that aspect, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing how the year goes. Last year was kind of weird in a way because I was actually really, yeah, it was kind of right around when we started the year. I was getting thrust into this new role with the job I was doing, so
Yeah.
kind of made the time I had to spend for D1 a little bit less than what I would have liked. And I think that really showed, especially because you look at what tournaments I did well in. The tournaments I did the best in last year were tournaments where I didn't have to worry about anything with work. So it was T3, T4. Well, no, actually, sorry, that wasn't it. March where I didn't have it, and then T4, basically, because T3 I was really having to deal with. Hey, this is trying to get stuff in. But I'm looking forward to trying to play Camaro. See what he can do. Camaro, in a way, kind of where he belongs now, because the only thing that kept him from being D1 last year was scheduling, and he gets the best person you can have, minus maybe Cody Lamas in terms of trying to be able to schedule. So, it should be interesting. Looking forward to it. Not going to really translate too much other than that.
Well, Lamas, Caesar, myself, we're pretty. It's hard to get. JT is another one. Hard to get DQs, but you never can underestimate some people. All right, what do you think on this one, man? And then, actually, before RG, your thought, this T2 player, last T2 player, G, this is it. Camaro, what's your thoughts on this?
I think for Camaro, I mean, one of the interesting things about Camaro, he's one of the few players in the entire league that has a signature, and that's every time he wins a game, he does a burnout. So I think for the fans of D1, that's going to be quite the enjoyable thing to see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Thank you, Jesus, as well. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus, as well for a close game. I think that's another one. He has two,
That's
actually.
the man.
Man of faith,
But
yeah.
Camaro has some interesting tactics on the table. I know his scheduling's a little rough, but I think with some of that KT magic, he should be fine. But I think this will be an interesting match to watch out for. Again, in-state rivalry, so you always got that extra element to it. But I think Camaro's looking to, I guess, in a way, just prove himself a little bit, because I think the way his D2 championship ended was not the way he wanted. And I think he's looking hopeful to be able to do some stuff in D1 and maybe prove a few people wrong. So looking forward to seeing what Camaro does, and I think this is going to be an interesting first test for his D1 career.
All right, we'll go to R. What do we think R in this last one here? 2 to go, penultimate one.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I think I fell asleep. Wait, California battle. What is this? The Angels and the Athletics here?
Oh God.
Ooh.
Well, the A's left, right?
No,
They're
They're still in California. They're in
They're
Sacramento.
still in California for at least 1 year.
They're waiting
What?
for their
So,
ballpark to be built.
What is
Vegas.
it? Vegas, right? They're going to Vegas, right?
Yeah, their
hold on.
ballpark isn't built yet, so they're in Sacramento.
Yeah.
They still can't get people to actually pay for it.
Oh wait. Oh yeah.
They're Oakland, man.
Well, I guess that's a good analogy still right now
No,
because.
brother, that owner stinks.
Oh brother, be quiet.
Damn.
Hurry up, Art. I'm waiting.
You can wait longer.
We've been at this for 3 hours.
Anyway,
I want to go to bed.
We still gotta make channels out. Come on.
I gotta make channels, man. Come on.
Oh,
channel surfing.
Chop, chop, hard.
Alan?
Shush it.
Never mind.
Shush
I did
it.
not say Alan.
Oh, I'm losing.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
No, I said Aaron.
Okay. Let's see. There won't be a burnout, but there probably will be a burning car, because unfortunately, Sanford's probably put a bomb inside Camaro's car.
Damn.
Good lord.
I was just gonna say that he's gonna take that Camaro out for a spin. He's gonna do the burnouts, man.
No. He's gonna blow out the car.
Jesus Christ.
Art is not messing around tonight. Good lord.
It's the second to last match. What do you expect?
It's garbage time, boys.
No. I'm still
garbage time.
on the clock with heat check. So it's like, come on, you can't just stop me with doing that. Come on, man.
Heck no. All right, let's get to the last match here, man. And the last match is going to be this one is an interesting match. Let's just go with this. We're going to start off with the guy that a lot of people could be the favorite of the novice class. Good old Stingray. Sting is a character and a half. You know, from Nevada. You kind of see where we're going with this one. Cali, Nevada. A lot of West Coast vibes on this one. West Coast here. PST. You know, Sting, I think for him, that Bryan loss did him in last year. If he hadn't had that, he could have made Super Bowl. But that Bryan loss, he just didn't take it seriously, and he finished out 5-5. But he gets one last chance potentially, right? Because we don't know what's going to happen with Dark. Because you never know after this year. I hope he stays around. But for Dark, I mean, look, it was a season where he stayed in D1. He had the huge win against. Was it Rogers? Right, almost beat Chomik in T2 as well. I mean, shoot, he almost got to an Elite 8, and who knows what he could have did, because that was Monkey on the other end. So that was probably his missed opportunity. I'm going to have to go Dark. Probably takes this one 2 hours. I just don't see a world where he doesn't take this 2 hours. Plus, you throw in Sting. This is going to be an endurance battle. It's not streamed. I'm kind of glad it ain't. We'd have Houston have a problem moment if this was streamed. I'm going to go Stingray gets it done. Dark takes it 2 hours. It's going to go 7, though. All day. Seven games. Stingray gets it done. But it'll be closer than people think. What do you think, Sanford? There's definitely... This is Dark's last stand. I have to say. This has got to be Dark's last stand. For sure.
Yeah. In all honesty, it's one of those things for Dark. I mean, 2-5 last year. What does he try and... How does he try and revitalize his game, basically, is what this comes down to for him this year. Because year one, 2023, the chess style, it worked. I mean, people just, for whatever reason, couldn't seem to handle dragged out games, at least a lot.
I don't even
But
it's crazy.
Last year, to only get 2 wins, to only be able to say that you beat... I mean, look, I'm trying to even go back to it because I ran over it.
Rogers.
To say you only beat Rogers and Aiden in a year. I mean, Aiden's not even here anymore, and the Aiden game was basically getting his redemption where he should have won it the first time because we messed up. So,
right.
For this one, it's an interesting pod for me just because it does present that regional aspect, because you do have Sting for Nevada, you have Camaro for California, and then you throw in the guy that I played in my first game, which is Dark. So I'm looking forward to this pod. It was one of those where when we drew it up, it was just like, couldn't believe that it actually lined up that way, where these players just kind of fell into our lap and these spots where we wanted them, where they fit so well. And I think that just is part of the beauty of what this bracket ended up being, that so many pieces kind of fell in place where we wouldn't have even really expected them to when we set out to make the bracket.
Yeah, this is the old guys pod, as you say. You got business, restaurant, teacher, student, business. I mean, it's all over the map. We definitely got nostalgia going around here. But we'll go to Art. What do you think, Art? Sting Dark. What do we got? Last one. Send us off.
Oh, brother, this matchup stinks.
What do we got?
It is a tough
Send us
region.
off. It is tough.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. You made me wait multiple hours to give me a bonehead matchup here.
No, it's KT 4 hours course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna just make us wait just a little bit longer so I can just go after these two bozos. Because first off, Stingray. Let's see. Did you even do anything interesting, or did you
He
gamble
made
all
top
your money?
25.
Or well, yeah, but I think he basically went bankrupt a lot more. I guess that Vegas style kind of hurt him more than helped him because I I guessing he owes the bank a lot of money.
Yeah, he's kind of pay his debt to society.
Yep, he needs to pay his debt to society, and his credit card is probably about to get declined every place he goes to. But he could cash one check if he could beat the lowest of the lowest guys to ever grace the Uno Commission team
Oh man.
Oh,
in
freshly
Dark.
fired.
Yeah. I am glad this bozo is not part of the team anymore because he was a disgrace to the team.
Feel bad for playing for him.
A downright fool to ever think he knew what he was doing. He had to beg people to help him out. Really? And you don't even dare show up to meetings? You know what? I got 5 fingers and I'm giving you one of them. Yeah, and you know which one it is, and it ain't family friendly. Let's just take it to that point. And really, Dark, you deserve to waste your time just to lose. And really, you ain't just gonna lose in 7. No. You ain't gonna lose in 6. Let's see. How low can I go? Actually, I know how far I can take you down. How about you get bona fide sweeped out of here?
Whoa.
Oh man, that's a heat check. Anyway, let's go to the last region recap, and then we'll call her. And I'm gonna get you guys the waiver scheduling as well. We'll start it off with a little Michigan, a little Indiana, a little Midwest action at the top half. Then the new battle: New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire. It's getting late. SEC again. Bama, Kentucky with A&M. Bowen Go will be very interesting. Got the old Illinois fired up with Virginia. Maybe the only Virginia player left. Sting Dark and the classic fast player, right? The house style, the house money style, the Vegas casino, and then you got the chess master and a little Missouri versus Nevada. Double Cali, of course, with Sanford Camaro Golden State. Texas versus Cali with Arden Drip. And then the old classic rivalry, New York, New Jersey, to cap it off in the Slytherin region. Well, if you made it this long, thank you so much for the last 4 hours of great, intense, fun. I don't even know. Whatever. Streaming. Crazy
Something.
night. There was something. I am now going to post the waiver day scheduling. So if you are on the waiver day list, congratulations, you'll schedule early. If you're not on the waiver day list, that means you've graduated or you are not a foreign player, right? Or I'd have extreme trust for you to schedule games. Congratulations. You don't want to be on the list, right? You'll schedule normally on Saturday, February 1st. For all of us here at MRE, thank you so much for coming out tonight to this 4-hour long reveal stream. If you were watching on YouTube, thank you very much. The Wildcard podcast drops, in 4 or 5 minutes here? So definitely check that out in a couple minutes.
I'm going to probably move it up now. It's set for half an hour.
10:45. We'll drop it in 20.
Drop it in 20, yeah.
Yeah, 20 is good.
You can make it 4 or 5 minutes. If you want another if you want another 2 hours talking about this tournament, tune into the Wildcard podcast.
Wildcard podcast, check it out. Between 5 20 minutes. Check out the Discord. Pick'em is now here. Short's gonna get the Pick'em. Brad, I'm pretty sure. Oh, now I'm with the bed. Yeah, now I'm with the bed. Brad will take care of the Uno fantasy. That's okay. Yeah, he went to bed. He went to bed. Oh god. Not wrong.
Oh, brother, stop it!
Okay, we're going.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Anyway, no, we got more work to do. Anyway,
I
check it
have to
out.
go to sleep.
Fantasy. Check out Grimland. New server we just made. Theme Park of Uno. We got Nick's region. Nick left too. Nick Regional Rumble. And if you've stuck with us this long, thank you from the bottom of my heart. We'll see you back with some action on February 1st with D2's first game, and then we're back on the table February 4th. We'll see if it's a stream night. We'll see. But we'll be back on the
I
table.
will say, we'll be She will host. It's Mark and Hollywood. One of the newcomers. Mark, one of the veterans. 1:00 Eastern. That's the first game of the MRE season. First stream of the season, and then we'll follow with Ami and Marcus at 5 on stream as well, and then 2 other games later that night off stream.
All right. On behalf of everybody, we'll see you there February 4th for the season opener and February 1st for the league opener with Mark and Hollywood looking to create a cinema down D2. Have a good night, everybody.